Um, let's start the show. Hey everyone, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, and we are here to play some Tetris 99 on the Nintendo Switch. At least that's where I think it's going to start, and we'll probably play a fair amount of Tetris 99, but I want to be mindful of the situation that is happening in the world right now with the coronavirus being what it is and impacting the world in serious ways. Like, it feels like a lifetime ago when we last streamed, because at the very end of the stream, like, Tom Hanks got it, the NBA shut down, the travel ban, and just since then it's just been this cascading of measures, precautionary measures, lockdown. I'm working from home now. Just a lot has been happening, and I've had some, like, even just like messed up stuff happen to me personally, which we'll talk about later on the stream. And I want to be open to talking about that stuff. I think it's important. I think it's healthy, and for us to just have this discussion. If you're feeling concerned, you're feeling hopeful, you have any questions, and have the dialogue open to that too, because I think it's important that we talk about more than just games and the particulars of T-spins and trying to get first place. We're gonna do that too, but just want to recognize that it's more than a game. It's always been more than a game here at In Third Person, and I just want to acknowledge that and be open to having that conversation. So, floor is open. Let me take a sip of coffee, and then we will do some Tetris here. So as always, look at the chat. I'm gonna type 3, 2, 1, and on go, cue into Tetris 99. We'll play Classic for now. If there's enough people to do Invictus, we'll do Invictus as well. But for the time being, let's get it. 1, go. All right. So how you guys been? In light of everything happening in the world, of course, now I gotta wipe my nose too. All right. In light of all the things happening, yeah, it's been pretty nuts. Hey, good morning, Randy. How you doing today? All right, match is almost ready to rock. Let me get into a comfortable sitting position while allowing you all to still see me at least center to the frame. I was suspecting, okay, so some Tetris 99 stuff. I was suspecting that this weekend was going to be the weekend for an Animal Crossing event in Tetris 99. I thought with that game coming out, that's coming out next week, right? Like this Friday? Unless they do it this Friday, I guess they could still do it this weekend to celebrate the release of Animal Crossing, but I thought this would have been the weekend where, hey, the game's a week away, go get your Animal Crossing skin. But maybe they have them hit all at once. I don't know. I thought this would have been it, though. So, I'm almost certain, well, okay, I was gonna say I was almost certain that that's gonna happen, but in light of this Friday, yes, okay, there it is. So they're still going on with that, that's good. A lot of things. Oh, and I think you can still salvage that into something, but I don't know. I'm gonna just close it off. It's fine. Yeah, so Animal Crossing event. I don't know what the theme looks like. I'm gonna guess it's... I'll have to look at it. I hope it's okay. I felt like the Pokemon one was pretty lazy though. TBH. Is just basically a screenshot of the game. They did have sprites for old and new Pokemon, but nevertheless, I feel like Nintendo has not put their best foot forward on these themes. And yeah, things in the Tetris 99 world have been pretty slow. Nintendo, I guess, yeah, they've kind of been waiting for Animal Crossing. But I felt like in recent times, and I could be wrong here, there's been less events. There's definitely haven't been skins in a while. And I guess that's okay. The Nintendo has had other things to focus on leading up to Q4. It was Luigi's Mansion, it was Pokemon. Both of those games did incredibly well sales-wise. Randy says, wait, are we getting an Animal Crossing theme for Tetris 9? See, this is what I thought. Oh, you meant, yes, this Friday that Animal Crossing is coming out. Sorry, I didn't want to create... Actually, I'm kind of speculating. I was just saying Animal Crossing's out on Friday. Yeah. I was heavily suspecting that we would get an Animal Crossing theme for Tetris 99, but I thought this would be the weekend for it. Now, it still might happen next weekend. Still might. Even considering all the circumstances at hand, but... I figured they're gonna do something Animal Crossing related because Nintendo always uses Tetris 99 to promote their major releases. And Mulligoon says, good morning, can't stay and chat for long, but just wanted to say you got Fantasy Strike and you love it. Fantastic. Mulligoon, do you have, yeah, do you have Discord? Because I'd love to set up a stream where we play, and I think if it's got lobbies, we can probably get Randy in there too, and we can throw down some matches and talk about the game. And yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it, because, oh man, that's such a good... I need to go back to that. I've been playing a lot of Under Night, and I have such a love-hate relationship with that game. Because I love everything about it, except its netcode is awful. Awful netcode. And so, you know, I'll play against the computer, and I'll play some online matches, even though, like, it's such a compromised experience, and it's not acceptable in modern times. Even though, like... And it's not entirely the game's fault. The game originally came out in like 2012, 2013. And if we want to use the argument that, hey, it's using the netcode of the time, then it is what it is. But at this point, like, it's just unacceptable. Fantasy Strike has much better netcode. And we're probably going to take an L here. Yeah. All right, we added 33. It's not bad. Yeah, you have Discord. That'd be fun. Okay. Send me a DM, like, I guess a whisper on Twitch with your Discord name. I'll add you and then we'll figure it out. Because yeah, if you're interested, I'd love to stream that and have you guys on. Randy, you too. And yeah, we can get some Fantasy Strike lobbies going. I think that's the big challenge, is the online for Fantasy Strike's a little light. So getting consistent matches on stream can be difficult, but if we have like a group of people that are all playing together, that would be awesome. Yeah, just off the top of my head, I think like that could be, yeah, the next stream on the 18th. Right now, that's Pokemon with Chris and Rachel over at Double Jump. But after that, yeah, we'll talk on Discord and we'll figure it out. Okay, let's go back to the game here. And we'll do the countdown once again. So if you guys are interested, 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Rack them up. And also, Mulligoon, prayers to you and your family. I hope you are all safe in light of the recent world events, shall I say. If you guys ever need anything, let me know. I can be here to at least talk. And yeah, let me... Yeah, what a crazy time. Just... Yeah, my work has been sending daily emails, and they said, like, hey, if you consider yourself high risk, consider working from home. To which I said yes, I would consider myself high risk as someone who has suffered from asthma his whole life and has suffered from pneumonia multiple times. I've been to the hospital because of pneumonia at least once in the last decade. I think I would be classified on the higher end of the risk spectrum. I know that based on the information at hand, the magic, no, I mean, I don't want to say, oh, that's not the right word. That's not the right word. I apologize. The danger zone is like 70 plus. And yeah, the older you get, the higher risk that this would become a fatal thing. For most, it's gonna be not as bad. It's gonna be like a stand. Amshock, Alex, welcome back. How are you doing, my friend? Also, please be safe. I hope you and your family and your friends are okay in light of all the things happening in the world right now. Yeah, what? Mulligoon says, right now everything is good. The people aspect is more scary than the virus. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. It's kind of nuts how brazen some people are in light of the situation. I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, social distancing is the word. Some people are going like full on bunker. Like me, I think I'm on the more extreme end where like I'm just not comfortable going outside right now. But I think it's still okay to a certain extent to go outside. You should minimize the time you spend outside, but like people are, at least from stories I've read, people still just going to bars and pubs and like needlessly gathering. Like it's not worth it right now, man, for anyone, not just for like you getting it, but you getting it and maybe having mild symptoms and then possibly giving it to someone who will have a really bad reaction to it. So just something to keep in mind. Amshock says, good, I am home and we have church services online now. Ooh, that is very progressive. That is very progressive. Shout outs to your church for IMO making the right call there. Like not all churches have, and like I'm not trying to throw like religion under the bus here. I think that religion can absolutely be a positive influence in one's life. I've seen some people say like, dude, whatever, just go to church. Like, I think it's more complicated than that. Large gatherings, let's try and avoid those as best we can. And for your church to be progressive enough to have a online solution like that, that's fantastic. Man, is your church like on Twitch? I might have to tune in and follow. I would love to see it. Yeah, yeah, whatever precaution, yeah, what was I saying? No, they're not on Twitch. Okay. I mean, it's not necessarily the worst idea to go on Twitch, but actually, no, it's probably, yeah, okay, Twitch is probably not the right platform for a church. I think that you'd have to have like heavy moderation and all that. I'm guessing like it's a Skype call, maybe a Zoom, an Uber conference, whatever one of those platforms is. There has to be churches that are broadcasting their sermons on Twitch though, right? Yeah. In any case, whatever your church is using, kudos to your church for practicing social distancing in times like this. This stack is getting pretty high here. Yeah, for my work, they said high risk, make arrangements with your supervisor, and I just told like my supervisor like, hey, asthma, lifelong, I have to take the train to get to the office, and okay, I gotta bail out on that. And so I would prefer to work from home if possible, and so that's been set up. Oh, we're gonna take an L here. Like just outside top 20. Not bad, not bad. And so yeah, now I'm working from home, and as I'm working from home, I'm seeing the news stories about like basketball's canceled, hockey's canceled, golf's canceled. All of these things are closing down. Other people are getting it. It's crazy, and like it felt like I was watching the Western world collapse, and it was really scary to think about what like there is a hard line in the sand. We are going to remember where we were when all of this stuff started to go down. when we make it through the other side of this. And life is just like not gonna be the same for a while. Like, I mean, looks like Vimeo Live. Okay, Vimeo Live is right. That's probably a better place. It feels like the world is not gonna be the same after this, one way or another. And I mean, fingers crossed, prayers for everyone. Ensure that we all make it through. But at least for the next little while, it's gonna be a lot more time at home. Make sure you are well stocked on groceries and food and non-perishable goods. Don't stock up on the toilet paper. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. It's fascinating reading all these articles. Okay, let's do the countdown, and then I'll continue my rant about toilet paper. All right. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Like, seeing all these articles about toilet paper and why it's selling out, and like, I looked at this happened at my grocery store. Okay, here, this is the one by my house. This is not the best camera angle here. We went to the store, nothing. There's some facial tissue there. All the toilet paper gone. All the paper towel gone. And like, it doesn't affect your bodily functions. It just, people are panic buying the toilet paper because, and that's the thing. I saw articles from like psychologists and stuff weighing in on why it's always the toilet paper that is the first to go in situations like this. And part of it they suspect is like the comfort and of like wanting that sense of control that comes with being able to continue to handle that particular function in that way. Was one. And Mulligan says, had a friend use the situation as an excuse to buy a bidet. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. And actually, I was making some jokes about this. These are very Filipino jokes. All right, so I'm not sure how much you guys are ingrained in Filipino culture. There's a man. How far can I go with this conversation? I will try and make this as family friendly as I can. There in the Philippines, the common method of cleaning your undercarriage, it's called, please, I'm trying to eat breakfast. Okay, I'll try and keep it clean. All right. Yes, the primary method, it's called, they call it the tabo, and really it's like a small bucket that you fill with water and you like reach around and pour it on your bits. And in these times where toilet paper is at a scarcity, maybe it's time to embrace the Filipino system of hygiene, because hey, it's a lot easier to get, a lot easier to do, and water is not on short supply, so something to think about. I have not tried a bidet personally, but I've always wanted one of those like high-tech Japanese toilets that has the bidet and the heated seats and that plays the music to obscure the fact that you're making, you know, loud bodily noises as well. Also, Randy, what are you eating for breakfast? And yeah, also at the grocery store, I had a really messed up interaction that it got me. It was the first time I felt like this whole situation was really real. Isn't there also the squat factor that allows it to be a bit more clean? Maybe like in the Philippines, that's not like the hole in the ground. They still have toilets, but they do use the bucket to wash off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Also, Annoying Clink, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? We're talking some coronavirus stuff. I hope you and your family and friends are doing okay. We're also playing some Tetris, so if you're interested in joining, in the next game, you are more than welcome. Randy's eating some pandesal. That stuff is super cheap, $2.25 for a dozen. It's a... So for those who are not familiar with pandesal, it's a like a Filipino sweetbread. And if you ever get the chance, definitely try some. Get some butter on there. So good. You're British, so I'm basically safe. Well, wherever you are in the world. Prayers to you and your family. Take all precautions. Are you British in the UK, or are you just like, hey, I've got my British genes in wherever you happen to be in the world? Definitely have some British friends. We have some British family. My wife is UK. Okay, yeah, my wife is half English. So shout outs to Aunt Brenda. Shout outs to Stevie. Shout outs to the whole clan out there. Shout outs to Kim and Pete over at Later Levels, twitch.tv/Later Levels. I hope they're okay as well. They streamed a bunch yesterday, and Kim and I talked a little bit about coronavirus stuff happening in the UK as well. So yeah, we were at the grocery store, and we were at the cash register. Like, it was a busy day. Pete says, yeah, we're all good, dude. Keep safe yourself. Thank you, Pete. Welcome back. Thank you for the assorted streams yesterday. We took an L and we were like top 15. That's okay. All right. So what was I saying? I was at the grocery store, and the woman in front of me, she had 10 cans of, I can't remember what it was, soup, sauce, or something. She left one in a basket. And it just instinctively, I was like, excuse me, miss, you dropped this can. And I went to hand it to her. And she had a scarf on her face. She's trying to take some precaution. I don't know, like, it was a winter scarf. It's not even a mat. Anyway. And so, like, I'm giving her the can. I presume, like, she needs this. That's why she went to buy it. And I kid you not, her grip was like this. Like, the thumb and the index finger just barely grabbing, holding, and then she held it like this and then handed it to the cashier saying, I don't want this anymore. And like, I'm not showing any, I'm okay, but it was a pretty rude response to me offering to give her the thing that she went to buy. And I get it, like, people are concerned about the germs and the spread, and how is anyone to know that I don't have it? Grand scheme of things, I don't know if I do, but I get, like, I don't know, in my head it's like, you could have just said no if you were like really that concerned about what I may or may not be passing along, but I was just trying to help. Code. No, we're not doing a password match. We don't have... The problem with password matches is that if we have 5 people play, then it's only 5 people with a whole bunch of AI. So we do the countdown of 3, 2, 1 when I say go. Queue in at the same time. There's no guarantee that you'll be in the room, but it is our best shot, all right? So we're going to do the countdown right. I'll give it a second to... I know there's a delay in the chat, so I'm going to have a sip of coffee and then look for the 3, 2, 1 in the chat. 3, 2, 1. All right, good luck. Go Tetris. So yeah, let's go back to our social distancing cam while we are your SA Dan. Okay, cool. I'll look out for you in the leaderboards here. So yeah, again, practice safe social distancing. Couple feet away. So guys, in light of the situation, you're not in, I think. That's unfortunate. That's okay. Okay, we'll try and get you on the next one. Do you play Invictus at all by chance, annoying Inkling? I'm also guessing you are a fan of Splatoon. in light of March being what it is, and we're probably going to be spending a lot more time. Oh, geez, this might end very quickly for me. In light of us spending more time indoors, presumably, hopefully, guys, do you have any plans? What are you planning on doing with your newfound time inside? Playing more video games? Is there a game on your bucket list that you're looking to finally scratch off that list? Oh man, this is not good. Okay, here we go. Cue the comeback. Cue the comeback. There we go. All right, we laughing. We laughing. Yeah, maybe it's time to go and read that book you've always been holding off on doing because it was too long. Playing more board games. Binging a bunch of Netflix. Finally go and watch, I don't know, Breaking Bad or something. I don't know if that's actually on Netflix. Pete says Division. Of course, yeah, you gotta prepare. Now is the time to play that game. For anyone who's not familiar with the general premise of the Division, it is set in a world that has been ravaged by disease. And the fallout of those events. So yeah, we need you, Pete, to train up, because at some point there will be assorted militaristic efforts, but on behalf of everyone in the world, and we're gonna need your expertise on the matter. Yeah, I guess for me, like, I guess we're gonna give Animal Crossing an honest try. It's funny, so many people are excited for Animal Crossing as like an escape, just to be in this fantasy land of I can build my own house however I want and meet up with my neighbors, and there's no risk of... You might get bee stings in Animal Crossing, but it's definitely not the coronavirus. Yeah, such a weird time, and I wonder... It's such a weird question of like, does this game sell even more in light of circumstances and what it offers to players at this particular juncture in history? I don't know. Yeah, lots of major gaming events got canceled. E3, GDC. I was trying to read a book about how to write shapely fiction. Oh, I don't know what... Define shapely fiction. That is a term I have not heard before. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're coming at me again. I don't like it. Here we go. Alright, take someone out. Down. Alright, no, we're okay. We're in the top 20 territory, which is good. Yeah, I don't have any major play. I feel like I'm missing out. There should be something I should have something on the docket. Admittedly, I haven't been that interested in playing video games in light of the news, but I know at a certain point when the shock of the current circumstances settles down and kind of just sitting in the house with Steph becomes the normal, I will probably want to play video games again. And what am I gonna play? Yeah, or what am I gonna do with my time? You know, maybe I spend more time to go back to making YouTube videos. This week is going to be the finale of my YouTube video series for season 1. Pete and Kim get a shout out on it. That was funny, Pete. I took some video of you playing Grand Theft Auto, and like each time I was trying to not show a video of you messing up, and each time I took like, all right, I just need this 5-second snippet. Nope, he crashed the car here. Oh, he crashed into pedestrians here. Can I just get one of you driving? And it took a little bit for me to find it, but I did. Hey, top 10, let's go. All right, we should probably get our game faces on here. and try and seal a W here. Uh-oh. There we go. Down, down, down. Oh no, that was bad. That was real bad. Ah, darn it. Sixth. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Randy says, I mean, Ring Fit is sold out because people don't want to go to the gym. Yeah, this is true. Stefan, that's the one thing I've been playing more often is Ring Fit. Steph and I have been playing that together. We bought a second Pilates ring and we take turns on each other's files. And we couldn't find like the exact size and strength Pilates ring, so the one we bought's actually like a little tougher than the regular one. But it works. It works. It's totally fine. And we both continue our working towards our fitness goals that way. What else is going on in the chat? Pete says, going back to painting. We'll be around, but quiet, dude. All right. Thanks, Pete, for dropping by. Feel free to listen in, chime in as you please. And Amshock says, like tension in a story and dialogue in action. Oh, okay, cool. And yeah, Inkling, if you're still here, we're gonna do the countdown again. Hope you get in. Fingers crossed. All right, so for everybody, we're doing the countdown 3, 2, 1 in the chat. Like, read the text, and then when I type go, also cue into the game at the same time. So 2, 1, go. There it is. Fingers crossed. Hope you all get in. I guess the one big game. Actually, I started a game. Let's go to our social distancing camera here. Also, it's really bright because the sun is now pouring in. I usually have, there's a window up here, and I usually put a recycling bin to block it to control the light, and now it's just like really bright. Okay, maybe we'll just play on the normal cam. Hey, Drago the Ripper, welcome back. Man, in light of, I know you've been going through health stuff, and now we've got this COVID-19 business. How are you and your wife and your family doing? Please tell me you're okay. I mean, if you're not okay, tell me that too. Here's a question for the group at large. In light of current circumstances, have you found that like your media consumption habits have changed? Like, are you still reading gaming websites and message boards and watching streams the same way as you did before? And are you still just like looking for the same stuff? Like, hey man, I still like, I don't know, Street Fighter, so I'm still gonna go to event hubs and just read stories about Street Fighter, and I don't really need to hear the real world stuff bleed into my video game discourse. And I think for some people, it's been something I personally have been struggling with these last few days. I put up a blog post on Friday in thirdperson.com about just kind of where my head is at in recent times, especially with the blog, where a lot of the posts I write in advance and then I schedule them. And just looking at some of that work now, it's like, it just doesn't feel like the right time to be, I don't know, like say bickering about subjects that feel, and I'm not going to say all the work, like I rescheduled all my gaming reviews. Those are still going to happen as usual. But certain posts just feel like, I don't know, is this really important to the greater conversation of gaming in a time like this? But yeah, I think there's absolutely the value in maintaining the status quo and trying to provide a sense of normalcy, provide entertainment, provide levity in a time that can be really scary. But there's also value in having that conversation about what the world is like right now and how it impacts everything, and not just gaming, though I think there's a gaming angle to this as well. And yeah, so it's something I have to work through, of like finding my voice in this time, and what does my writing look like. And yeah, there's probably going to be more like IRL blog stuff. Like I do have a blog post schedule about that experience at the grocery store. But there's probably going to be more gaming related stuff that tie into world events as well. Oh, come on, I can do this. There it is. Hot take. I think E3 is secretly happy they could close for that. Yes. I don't know if anyone has been following the drama around E3. But E3 had a lot of problems prior to like going into the show, from leaking all the information from journalists to struggling to find a format that incorporates fans, because just the nature of games press has changed, and publishers don't have to go to a giant event like this to promote their games anymore. They can just do a Nintendo Direct, put out a trailer, and they get the same value to their marketing campaigns in the same way. And I know there's more to E3 than that. Like, a lot of business deals get cut at E3 as well, from face-to-face meetings with developers and publishers, and that's a big part that's going to be missed. But the broader element of E3 as like a marketing event, yeah, it's kind of in a weird spot, and I think being able to cancel it, and they were also having production issues. Jeff Keighley bailed out for the first time ever before any of this stuff happened, and yeah, E3 is in a weird place. I don't necessarily think we need it anymore in the traditional sense. All right, almost top 20. I also need to improve my posture here. I'm sitting like hunched over when I don't need to be. Uh-oh. Also, Molly Goon, thank you for the hot take. You know I love hot takes here on this channel. Okay. And that was a good one, and I think you're absolutely right. Amshock, I might want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3, okay. I have not played any of those games. I'm not really a JRPG type of guy, but if you've been into the Kingdom Hearts franchise, like, yeah, absolutely. Go close the book on that one. Like, almost 20 years in the making or something like that. Jeez. Yeah, the games I have in my queue right now, there's one, it's an indie game, like a visual novel called Valhalla, which is it's a visual novel about a bartender in a somewhat near future. And your interactions with the game are through the drinks, so depending on what drinks you serve, it changes the direction of the story in certain ways, or changes the dialogue. So like someone might say, give me a beer. Like, that's the first example in the game. Give me a beer, and you just give them a beer, and that's it. But you might choose to not give them a beer, and the interaction might be different. Or someone might say something as open-ended as, give me something sweet. And there's a bunch of different drinks that are sweet that you could give them, but maybe you give them something bitter, and that ends up opening up a different line of options and dialogue. I love the concept. The controls for it are a little clunky. Also, we're top 10, and I dropped a piece really badly there. But I'm just not feeling it right now. And not to say that it's bad, or I don't know. I think that's one thing I've been wrestling with, is just like, I don't necessarily think it's a bad game. I'm just so not in the mood to play this right now that, yeah, I don't even think I can bring myself to like write about it. And I try and write, like, cover the games I buy in some, top 6. In some shape or form. But, yeah, I don't think that's it. So, maybe in the next few days, I'll play... Oh, man, this sun is coming in, like, super bright. I need to move that recycling box in. I mean, not to say that sunshine is bad, but... it is a lot harder to control the scene. Okay. Amshock says Saturday Night Live said alcohol kills COVID as they drank up their martini. I've heard that too. I don't know exactly how much that actually works, but I've read stories about people who have died of alcohol poisoning trying to protect themselves from COVID-19. So please drink. If you're gonna drink in moderation. Don't do that as a cure for the disease. Yeah, don't do that. All right, let's get this countdown back on. 3, 2, 1 in the chat. Give you guys a couple seconds to get that. I'm gonna go have some water here. Here we go. And go, oh man, this sun is so bright. I should have... Okay, maybe I can find something in here to block that temporarily. Hold, please hold. Here, let's switch to the social distancing cam so you can see what measures I might try and take here. How about this? Oh jeez, there's so many spider webs up there. Oh, that's gross. How about this? I really hope that doesn't fall. Also, the game is going on. Ugh. All right. So yeah, for those just tuning in, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. Playing some Tetris 99, talking about the post COVID-19 world that we live in. And how we're coping with times. I think the next big game is Animal Crossing for me, but I guess I got a couple days. The one big like major release I've been sitting on for months now. I actually bought this game to play it while I was on vacation in Europe. Was Valkyria Chronicles 4, and I just never got around to it. And maybe now's the time. Maybe now's the time. I've got a couple of days here where we could get that in. Or maybe I could play some Pokemon, because Chris and Rachel over at Double Jump, at least as it stands now, is they're coming by the channel on Wednesday. We're going to battle in Pokemon, and we'll probably do some raids too. And they're probably gonna wreck me really bad. I did like the bare minimum to get through that campaign, and they both completed their Pokedexes, and they're working on a second file, doing like Nuzlocke and stuff. Yeah, shout out to them. Twitch.tv/xdoublejump. They were also on the channel here on Wednesday. We were all setting up our characters for our eventual D&D campaign, which maybe we end up playing more of in light of the fact that where else are we gonna go right now? Yeah, that was a really interesting experience, putting together our first D&D characters. Well, for me, it was my first D&D character, and I still have to clean up my sheet. It's super messy, and we might be taking an L right here. No, we're still alive. We are still alive, though I understand that we've built this stack in a less than ideal build here. Okay, here we go. There it is. So yeah, for everybody on the... Haha, I was just thinking that D&D will happen sooner. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Because yeah, I was gonna say like people are busy and stuff, but maybe we're not busy. I don't know. Yeah, my gut says that's probably gonna happen at some point in April. But I have to reach out to everybody and coordinate that. But yeah, outside of gaming, what else are you looking to do? Amshock is looking to brush up on his writing technique. I think that it's probably a good time for me to focus on health and fitness stuff and trying to exercise more. It's been tough trying to find the time to do that because usually I'm commuting on the train and that's like 2 to 3 hours of my day, and then working at the office and having to make dinner. Like, it's so much, but now like I'm at home for the foreseeable future. I got way more time to make stuff happen. So maybe it's the time to get ripped, get jacked. Build that beach bod if we ever get to go back to the beach. I could skateboard. That's a social distancing sport. There you go. You are literally rolling away from everybody. Yeah, and I think during these times, back to the story, I don't know if any missed it, the interaction at the grocery store. Let's try and be civil, be kind to one another, and not everybody. Oh man, I saw. Yeah, let's be kind to one another. I saw some really scary pictures of O'Hare Airport last night. I don't know if you guys saw it. I know the whole thing is to like stop congregating in large groups. But in light of the circumstances, there were only a handful of airports that Americans that were visiting Europe could fly back to. And so it caused a lot of congestion at certain airports. The pictures I saw were from O'Hare Airport last night, where just thousands of people all congregating in one open space in line because they're doing the testing at the airport, and it's really slowing down the process. And people were waiting like 6+ hours to get out of like customs, and just all standing around. They had no sanitary wipes. It's scary. So like, yeah, that's one thing. If you don't have to travel, don't travel. And it's crazy how much the information and the level of the level of seriousness that we have to take this. Like the Premier of Ontario, like 2 days ago was like, yeah, if you're planning on traveling for March break, go have fun. And now like the Canadian government stepped in and just said like, nah, don't leave the country. Yeah, I'm shocked. Skateboarding is something that in my younger days, I definitely had interest in. I played a lot of Tony Hawk. Now, I think that's how, like, pretty much an entire generation, like, people skateboarding in the last 10 to 20 years were probably influenced greatly by, like, the Tony Hawk video games. Yeah, what was I saying on that? Uh-oh. Twist. Bring it around. Top 10. Let's go! Alright, send me your power, everybody. I know I spent a lot of time playing Tetris 99 and not talking about Tetris 99. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is... Okay. If we can clean that up... Okay. There. Throw that down. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no! No! I messed that up. And Draco the Ripper asks, how am I? I'm a little salty, TBH. I'm a little salty about that L. That was my fault. But no, in the grand scheme of things, I guess I'm okay. I'm healthy as far as I know. Definitely nervous about the whole situation. I mean, we are in less than ideal times, and because of my asthma, I'm probably considered on the high risk end of the spectrum. The higher risk, definitely not, probably not like to the same extreme as those 70 plus, but nevertheless, like, I don't think no one ever wants to get sick, let alone something like this. Drago's in a wheelchair for a while. Oh, dude. Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, man. Prayers out to you, man. I hope you're, whatever it is that's ailing you, I hope you're able to get through it. And Amshock says, FYI, I work at the hospital in Michigan. I'm just trying to bless the interactions with peace in Jesus' name. I hear you, and thank you for your service on that, Amshock. All right, back to it. Countdown, 3, 2, 1. All right, and so yeah, for everybody here, Jet from inthirdperson.com, person look at video games, board games, other nerdy pursuits, playing some Tetris 99. Feel free to join if you're interested. We do the countdown at the beginning of each round. And yeah, just talking about the situation at hand as well. And so yeah, Amshock, at the hospital, has it been like super crazy busy? Is it just like absolute pandemonium? Do you feel like the situation's under control? Like, yeah, I have not been to Michigan in, man, I guess we're closing in on like 15 years since I've been to Michigan. I've only been once. We went for, oh, here you go. We went to March Madness in Michigan. My uncle got tickets and he brought me and my cousins over. And that was a magical experience. All the games were at the old Palace at Auburn Hills. And some of my all-time favorite sporting memories happened on that day. Like watching a team come back, like the massive underdog come back to win the game on a last-second buzzer beater. And I'd never seen this reaction before in sports, where just the crowd just like in unison just shock, like one communal gasp, and then it was just like an awkward silence for half an hour between games as people's brackets were already busted. It was so cool. And I had no skin in the game. Like I don't really, I guess my team would be North Carolina, but only because like Michael Jordan played there and Vince Carter played there. So yeah, the Chicago Bulls, Toronto Raptors connections there. Uh-oh. Yeah, we got bounced real quick there. Ugh. Amshock says, oh, Drago says, I'm happy I can at least walk on my own again. I injured my spine now. I'm busy with Fortnite just to clear my mind. Oh, dude, sorry to hear that. Man. I hope you catch a break in 2020. I know, like, the entire world's in a rough spot right now, but I hope you are able to get through and get some good fortune on your side. And Amshock says, absolute pandemonium. But it's not that people are sick, just we are trying to take precautions. And as you should. As you should. Alright, let's count it down again. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, yeah, I got pieced out of that game real quick. So there's probably a bunch of people who are probably still in that last game. That's okay. We'll get you on the next one. What were... So, some stuff Steph and I have been watching because we... have a little more time here. On Friday, we watched Knives Out, which was actually a really cool movie. Like, I'd heard it was sort of a Clue-esque whodunit sort of film, and I was surprised at how how that story unfolded. It was not what I expected at all, based on the trailers. And in the end, like, it was a lot of fun. So I would recommend Knives Out for sure. And the other one we started watching was this Netflix series called I don't know if it's Netflix or Crave. Oh man, are we gonna get bounced like 99, 98? Oh man. Oh, hold on. Nope, not yet. Not yet. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. I was just trying to scare you guys. This series called McMillions, and it's a mini series about the McDonald's Monopoly game scam. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I've held on to that T-spin setup for way too long, and now I can't even do it anymore. About McDonald's Monopoly, and pretty much it was rigged for about 11 years, and so the big ticket, like the $1 million winners, were all connected. They were all like family and friends, and the FBI got involved. Uh-oh. And it's a fascinating story. I remember reading an article about it like a decade ago, and I was like, man, this story is absolutely wild. And now they're making a documentary series on it, and some of the characters involved, like the main FBI guy, is nuts. He's just such a personable, like, he has a big personality. Let's put it that way. Also, the sun is still coming in. I mean, normally sunlight is actually the best way to light your stream, but because it's like such a concentrated source from the side and it's only hitting at one angle, could be better. All right, countdown again. Man, back-to-back terrible games. I hope we can get a W before the end of the stream. Yeah, have you guys watched anything? Man, like theaters, movies are getting pushed back. We're not getting Mulan this month. Yeah, lots of Fast and Furious got pushed to next year. Like, this thing impacts like so much. So yeah, what do you plan? What do you plan on doing? I think one of the things I want to do streaming wise is I'd love to do like Animal Crossing, where we do almost like an MTV Cribs style of approach, where I invite people on the stream and they show us their environments, what they built, who their like fellow villagers are. I think that would be fun, and I'll probably be reaching out to some people to get them on here so we can hang out in everybody's Animal Crossing towns or deserted islands. Amshock says, I saw Sonic the Hedgehog. It was super funny, and as I didn't expect much, I liked it. Ah, there's one. That was one of the last movies I saw in the theater, and I thought it was all right. It was all right. I was expecting worse, and I think it is a totally competent kids movie, and it definitely has some funny moments, and I am really glad that they redesigned Sonic, because Sonic does, like, the look of Sonic does so much heavy lifting for that movie, that if they had run that exact same movie with weird looking Sonic, I think it would have been destroyed in the reviews and just by fans. I think people would have had a really hard time seeing past that awkward Sonic model. Haha, yeah, the previous Sonic was weird. Yeah, it's just such a... I don't know, like... It's one of those fascinating things to me of, like, how did someone get to these decisions that the entire world feels like, no, this is a dumb idea. But a lot of smart people and a lot of people who make a lot of money vetted that design, reviewed it, and said, yeah, this is good. Like, how does that happen? And I think like the most extreme example of that in modern times is, yeah, the Sonic is a big one, but they fixed it. They had time to fix it. And I'm doing really bad at doing really bad at Tetris 99 right now. Sonic was a big one, but the biggest one in modern times I can think of is Cats. I know, like, don't go see Cats unless you want to see a really spectacularly bad movie. But what's so striking about Cats is that here's this movie, this idea based on a hit musical. So this is already proven to be a success elsewhere. Let's turn that into a movie. We have this star-studded cast. We have the original, like, Andrew Lloyd Webber is producing it. He's involved with the music. We have this director who's won best director in the King's Speech, and like, aside from like the CG, which it feels like they rushed that, like, everything else about that movie is bad. Like, you made the wrong choices. The fact that that movie has no story to it, the fact that, yeah, it's just like more than half of that movie is just introducing characters, and at that point, like, okay, so I kind of know the names of these cats. I think I have no idea why they're here. The songs are not good. It's just a complete disaster of a movie, and yet like a whole bunch of people who are very talented in their craft all thought, yes, this is a good idea, we're gonna go forward with it. And it was abysmal. Why? How does that happen? How do so many smart people put together something that bad? And I think that's what makes Cats such a spectacular failure. All right, countdown. Ow! I just banged my elbow on the desk. Sorry about that in the microphones, guys. So yeah, what was the process for that? The biggest failure was probably New Coke, where Pepsi came out, or Pepsi started picking up momentum, and Coke was like, oh, people aren't liking old Coke anymore. What can we do? And they went through the process of creating a new type of Coke that tasted a little more like Pepsi, and they did all the focus tests, and it said people like New Coke over old Coke. So we're just gonna get rid of old Coke, just replace it with New Coke. And they put out this New Coke, and it bombed. Maybe the biggest product marketing fail in the history of mankind, to the point where like Coke had to scrap the entire thing and apologize, and they brought Coke back out, and it was rebranded as Coca-Cola Classic. And then Coke sales took off, and they've been in the lead ever since. And yeah, New Coke, like, it kind of came back for Stranger Things as a marketing thing, but yeah, New Coke, we're just a whole bunch of smart people had all the evidence to suggest that this was the right move, and it was very much the wrong move. Yeah, so where along the way in the Sonic arc, like, who said yes, this was okay, or yes, this was a good idea to design him like this? I would love to know. Or did people know? Was it a rush job, and whoever modeled him didn't really understand the game, or what have you? I know with the Mega Man art, the stories of those are well documented. Like, those early Mega Man games, those box arts look nothing like the actual game. And some of it was like the artist didn't play the game, or they got direction to like make it look more Western. In any case, it's fascinating how people come to those types of decisions. Yeah, let's try and avoid the T-spin. Let's get that T-spin double right here. Nice. Are you guys at all excited for Animal Crossing New Horizons? I think I'm about as excited as I could be. Since the GameCube one. The GameCube one I was really excited for. It sounded... at the time, like, there was nothing like it. I'd never played a game like Animal Crossing before, and that didn't really exist in, like, the Western market. And I was just really excited, like, man, this idea of playing a game about virtual life where time moves just the same as it does in real life, and villagers come and go, what would that be like? And I was just fascinated at the idea and wanted to try it out, and yeah, it blew my mind at the time. I played that game religiously for like a year, and then I just stopped. And it's been hard for me to get back into those games ever since. It just feels like I burned out so hard on that core formula that every other game has felt very much the same. And it feels like with this one, it still looks very similar, but they made a lot of good quality of life improvements. I guess it remains to be seen how the final product shakes out. I'm gonna guess it's still pretty good. And it's gonna sell like hotcakes. I'm pretty, like, even before we factor in the circumstances of the world right now, where one could argue that the world needs a game like Animal Crossing more than ever. So yeah, for those just tuning in, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. We're playing some Tetris 99. You are welcome to join me. We will do the countdown in the chat at the start of the next game, which, I mean, we're doing okay right now. The last few games I've played very poorly, so we've cycled through them pretty quick. Hopefully we'll do better this time. We're already doing better, and I'd like to get at least one win. Alright, throw down a T-spin here. Yeah, what was your favorite? Nah. Yeah, if you guys are at all interested in Animal Crossing, share your hype in the chat. Would love to hear from you. Alright, throw down that. Throw down this. Yeah, apologies for the light hitting my face, like, so weird right now. Sunshine, how does it work? Man, that reminds me, my favorite sun fact. And, like, I remember in grade 8 science, this is gonna date me here, grade 8 science, and our teacher asked us, like, how far away is the sun from the Earth? And I made an educated guess off, I wouldn't say off the top of my head. It's not off the top of my head. I said 93 million miles, and he was like, "Oh, correct." And that piece of knowledge I only acquired. I didn't even know what it meant until that moment, but I learned the fact that the sun was 93 million miles from the Wu-Tang Clan. It was a lyric from the song Triumph, and it was I think it was Ghostface towards the end of the song where he made the reference, like, 93 million miles from the Earth, rough turbulence, wavers with the megahertz. Oh, just one of those random things. I learned a lot of weird stuff from Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is for the children, as they always say. Man, they were supposed to have, I don't know if they're still doing it, they had a scheduled concert in Michigan where they were performing Enter the 36 Chambers with the movie, like, doing it as the musical score to the movie 36 Chambers. Also backed by an orchestra. That would have been an epic concert. I don't know if it's still happening. I'm gonna guess it's canceled at this point, but who knows. You had a Slumdog Millionaire moment. Yep, that's exactly it. All right, almost top 10. Oh, I should have done... okay. Realized there was something I should have done, but okay, we'll take care of that after. Almost top 10. Uh-oh, now we're gonna get hit big here. Okay. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Alright, here we go, top 8. Evil Final, send me your power, everybody. Let's go. Ah, no, that's bad, that's bad. Oh no, that was terrible. Ah! Oh no, we need... Oh man, can we hang on just a little longer? Oh, this is so rough. Oh, come on. Hey, there we go. Oh man, we dropped so many people just now. Top 2. Oh, come on. Please. Uh-oh. We can do this, we can do this. If we can just break through that one layer. Okay, I gotta do that. I know I'm... Here. Yes! Did it! Did it! Oh, we gotta hit that air horn for that. Yes, that was, oh, so clutch. Oh. Wow. That was nuts. That was probably my most insane win. We were so done. So done. I'm gonna give myself a slow clap for that. GG's everybody. GG's. Man. That was rough. But we did it. We did it. We finally got it. So yeah, back to the social distancing cam. If you guys are interested in joining the game, I will do the countdown in the chat. I will type 3, 2, 1, and then we go. All right? So, back to it. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Go. Good luck, everybody. Also, the stream, I will say, the stream is running like butter smooth today. We have had literally 0 drop frames from the internet. I know now that I've said that, it's gonna just like go into the toilet, but we have not had performance like this in quite some time. So, loving that. I'm supposed to actually, through our housing complex, they signed a new deal with our provider, and we're supposed to be getting gigabit internet soon. I don't know. Hey, Ivan Pinkus, how you doing? By chance, did you get into the queue here so you can play Tetris 99 with us? And how are you doing today? You're kinda and you're doing fine. All right, that's good. What about you? A little concerned with the world in its current state, but we're trying to play some Tetris here, cheer up a little bit, and we're open to talking about like more serious stuff here as well. So, prayers to you and your family. I hope you guys are all doing okay wherever you are in the world. Please take any precautions you can to keep yourself and everybody else around okay. Keep them safe. Jenna says, would love to see you and Randy in the top 2. Yeah, that would be fun. I don't know if that's happened yet. Also, good morning, Jenna. How are you doing? I know you were probably one of the first impacted by this whole thing. How are things? Yeah, not yet. Okay. You're doing great. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Ivan Pincus, what do you? I guessing Tetris fan? Have you come out here? Oh man, that's a really dumb question. What is your Tetris origin story? You sure am. What? Yeah. How did you discover Tetris? I think this is a fascinating question. You're playing right now. Ah, okay, great. Yeah, I hope you can get in one of these games in the next bit. How did you discover Tetris? I think the answers we get on stream are fascinating because I'm an old fart and I know it from like the DOS DOS days before it even came out on like the NES and Game Boy. But Tetris is an eternal game, and when I ask that question, people have so many different versions of Tetris that were like, this is the one that started it for me. And so I'd love to hear. I saw the Nintendo Direct and I thought, wow, nice game, I should try it. So now I play it a lot. Oh, boom, you started on Tetris 99. Wow. That's awesome. And yes, this is a fantastic version of Tetris to play, especially with the massive multiplayer element of it. Yeah, that's so cool. Like, yeah, Tetris is a game that I've been playing for for decades now, since the mid to late 80s, and I think Tetris is eternal. This is a game that, I mean, it's received some like minor tweaks here and there, like T-spins and all that, but like in the grand scheme of things, Tetris is Tetris, and this game will live on, I think, well beyond us, and I think that's nuts. Jenna says, I'm cool, still have a job, so that's good. Yeah, are you like working from home more now, or yeah, what's the situation for you? And it's good to hear that you've still got work. Like, it's, I think, especially tough for certain industries where like they can't necessarily work from home, or they're not getting covered for the time they're not working. Like, oof, there's just so many like ugly ramifications to this whole thing. Jana says, yeah, work from home. That's good. Yeah, one of the things I stress, if you can work from home, please do so. I know companies have been, I'm not going to name names, but their companies have been a little loosey-goosey with their work from home policy in light of the circumstances, and I think that I believe, generally speaking, if you have a job that you can work from home, work from home. And Ivan says, yeah, it's hard, but it's so much fun. Yeah, this is a challenging game. The multiplayer side of this is brutal because you are up against a lot of really good Tetris players who have been grinding out this game for decades, but not to say that you can't get better at it in a short amount of time. Have you won yet, Ivan, in Tetris 99? And for everybody else in the chat, have you won any games? I know Randy's won a bunch. Probably more than me at this point. Everybody else, have you guys like won a match yet? I know that's such like a big accomplishment to achieve in this game. My gut says like less than 1% of players who play this game have actually won a game. Also, we're top 10. Let's go. Hanny says, LOL, that would require being good at the game. Good morning. Welcome back. How are you doing, my friend? And I've been seeing your tweets about the about your asthma concerns, and I absolutely share those with you because I too suffer from asthma, and from all the reading I have done, it sounds like we are both in the higher risk category. And so yeah, prayers to you and your husband and your family at large. Stay safe and do what you can to stay healthy. But yeah, otherwise, Hanny, how are you doing? Boom. Alright, so we're almost top 5. Let's see if we can bring it down. Let's go back-to-back wins. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. We really cut off the board here. Down. Oh, shoot. I put one piece. Okay. Ah, darn it. We probably could have won that too. I'll take a top 5. I'll take it. You just got number 2. Ah. Oh, I'm drinking from the wrong end of the Snorlax. Yeah, let me show that again on stream if you guys haven't seen that before. Shout outs to Chris and Rachel for sending this over. My Snorlax coffee travel mug. Hanny says, pretty good. Work has been rough, so trying to just have a relaxing Sunday. Oh, yeah, every time we've talked, it's always been work's been super tough. Can you at least work from home in light of recent circumstances? Ivan says, but I use the Pokemon Sword and Shield one from the event. Yeah, that's a good one. And Randy says, my win-loss record is 213, 670 for regular Tetris 99, and 10, and 133 for Invictus. All right, let's go do a quick check. Let's see what my stats are. I will show you the receipts, and you can praise or ridicule me as much as you want. So I've played for 107 hours. In Classic Tetris 99, we've played 743 games, and we've won 90. So yeah, Randy's definitely won more than me at a higher clip. And Invictus, 90 wins is still really good though. 10 and 326. So yeah, wow, impressive. Thank you. Not as good as Randy, but I put up some numbers. All right, so for everybody interested, I'm gonna do the countdown in the chat. 3, 2, 1, and when you see the word go, cue into the game at the same time as me. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. This does not guarantee that you'll get in the same game, but it gives us a better chance of linking up. Annie says, my job is remote to start, so I work from home always. Okay, that's good. I think especially good in these circumstances. Yeah, I'm fortunate enough that I can work remotely as well. I normally don't. I do commute to the office so I can partake in meetings and take advantage of their better Wi-Fi and such. But right now, I think it is for the best that I stay home. Randy says, you can tell if you're in the same game because every game gets the same pieces. If the next queue is the same, you're in the same game. Ah, that's it. So yeah, Hanny, besides hanging out here on the stream, what's on the docket for your relaxing Sunday? Yeah, today's not going to be a particularly relaxing day for me. It's, I think right after this, Steph and I are probably going to do some exercise, and then we have a small family gathering for dinner. The weekly dinner event at the in-laws place that we do. This one is a special one because there's a bunch of wine tasting that's happening, and there's going to be a lot of food, so I'm looking forward to that part of it. And yeah, oh man, another one, like the level of seriousness that people are taking this coronavirus situation in. It's been fascinating. Like when we went to the grocery store, oh man, I'm gonna have to burn the T-spin setup here. No, you died. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. It happens. I've lost like 98th, 99th before on stream. It's pretty embarrassing. At least no, but it happens. And yeah, you did pretty decent. You were like towards the middle of the pack. Whew. Yeah, when we went to the grocery store, the Steph says she overheard the cashiers ask, like, why is it so busy here? Do we have are like the sales great right now? And to which one of the customers replied with the actual answer, and she was like, oh, y'all actually scared of that Rona? Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of people who are not as concerned about this than maybe they should be. And not say, I think I'm on the higher end of the panic scale than most, but I feel like we can't be taking this as lightly as a number of people are. So yeah, best practice, wash your hands, practice social distancing. Again, social distancing. We're gonna go hit the social distancing cam over here real quick. Stay at adequate distance from others. And yeah, working from home, like my work has been yeah, thankful they've offered the option to work from home, but like I have to take the train to go to and from work, and the public transit system has announced that they're reducing the number of trains, like lightening up the schedule to I guess further discourage people from taking the train during these times. So like even if I want to go to work, it's just gotten like way harder to do so. All right, we're almost top 20. Actually, yeah, we are in the top 20. And Hanny says playing Borderlands 3 mostly. Also, what platform are you playing Borderlands on? I'm guessing you're playing on PC, right? And also, I saw you just wrapped up Catherine. Henny says, yeah, PC for sure. Can't aim on console to save my life. That's fair. I don't play on PC for personal reasons, but I understand the appeal of FPS on console. And Jenna says, Kai says, hi to the hi, Kai. Yeah, Kai is my cousin's kid, and he's 3 years old. Cairo, hello, how are you? I don't know if you can see in the background by the numbers, there's lots of Super Marios in the by the numbers. And at some point, Kai, you will come over and we'll play some video games together. Is that cool? So what's my Tetris name? My Tetris name is Jet, which is also on the screen in the top left corner. The channel's called In Third Person, but like I myself do not refer to myself as In Third Person. In Third Person is like the property of things that I manage, which is like this Twitch channel, my blog, and my YouTube channel. And on social media, also at In Third Person on Twitter, on Instagram. I guess Facebook if you do that too, but I don't really manage that page much. Almost top 10, let's go! Says, it would be so meta if you refer to yourself as in third person. Yeah, it would be. LOL. Alright, top 10. So yeah, Hanny, I saw you've also been playing Catherine, one of my all-time favorite games, and I'm glad to hear that you had a good time with it. Welcome to the club. Man, that game is so cool. If you guys have not played Catherine yet, I know it's not for everybody, and its subject matter is definitely towards the mature end of the spectrum. But if I would say definitely give it a chance. There's nothing there hasn't really been a game quite like it before or since, mechanically and even just subject matter wise. I think the concept of like infidelity in games is just such an unexplored subject, and the game does a really surreal job of covering it in its own unique way. Oh geez, that was really bad. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, how can we clean this up? I know we've made some really big mistakes here. We've come back from bad stuff though. Can we do that again? Can I do it again? Okay. That goes there. That can go here. How about here? Uh-oh. There. Here. There. Bring this down. We are top 2. Top 2. If we can get through to this hole and we can drop some big ones on them, we'll be in a really good spot. I know that's going to leave a gap. That's okay. Let's throw that down. And I know I just blocked the hole now. Trust me. Or maybe not. Down. Down. I know I blocked it again. There it is. W's. AKOs. Let's get it. Man, these are some really tough wins here. I made that very difficult for myself. Yes, Hanny with the mind blown emotes. Loving it. And Hanny, did you my Streamlabs has been kind of shaky. Did you subscribe again? And I can't even run the notification because it's not showing up on my list. But I do see a 2 months there. Let me see if I can find another one. You did. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let me. Yeah, what can I do here? Can I run it again? Oh. Hey, Ivan Pickett. Thank you so much for the follow. And can I run the? Man, Hanny, Okay, see, I'm getting the follows. The subs are not coming in for some reason. I don't know why, but Hanny, thank you so much for the follow or the sub there. I will hit the air horn a bunch of times for you. Yeah, for some reasons the sub's not showing up properly again. But yeah, thank you for that. What was I gonna say? Why did we go back to the social distancing here? Oh yeah, I'll take a moment to catch up on the chat. So, Hanny says, I loved it so much. My husband was really confused about what I was playing, though. Yes, that's a really weird thing. If you just look at it at a glance, like you're climbing up blocks, and then there's like pretty ladies fighting for your. It's weird, but it's great. Lots of emotes. Go go go! Woo! I did. Oh, we got some more emotes in the chat. Awesome. Also, Kai, are you still in the chat? Jenna, I don't know if Jenna and Kai are still here, but okay. Let's go play some more Tetris. Let's get back at it. Whew. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the 3 didn't come up, so apologies if you guys didn't make the queue. Fingers crossed. Yeah, unfortunately, I also had a Stream Elements update, so I can't show my screen. I pushed it and it's not showing up properly. And yeah, I feel like there's been a couple subs and I haven't been able to thank them properly because they're not showing up on the... Okay, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Alright, stacking these blocks in the meantime. Yeah, there's rumors that Catherine is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and I think I will pick it up again for that, and that would give me an excuse to stream that game. I do have it on PS3, but maybe we'll try and figure out where we land with Rin, the new Catherine. So, Hanny, what compelled you to try Catherine? Man, I remember, like, at the time, I think I'd been following it because it was, like, it looked odd, and I thought it would be, like, it seemed like a really weird game. Like, I thought it was going to lean more heavily into its, is this viewer battles? Yes, it is. It's Boogie. I do the countdown, and, oh, thank you for hosting. Thank you for the support. Hanny says, Persona 3, 4 are two of my favorite games, so it made sense to try it. Ah, okay. So, yeah, the Persona connection there. I've never played a Persona game.
Yeah, right.
But I was just, like, really curious about why this game was getting so much. And, hey, thank you so much, It's Boogie, for the follow. Let me hit that air horn for you. What was I saying? Yeah, I thought it would be like a weird dating sim thing, and it seemed like getting a lot of attention, and then the review scores came out for it, and they were really good. And I was like, huh, okay, let's try this out. And then I couldn't put it down when I started playing it. Such a cool game. It's Boogie says, I also suck at Tetris, don't worry about it. Players of all skill levels are welcome here. And we have won a couple of games today, but it's not about the wins. It's about, at least the way I see it. Like, I'm sure there are some people who come and watch the stream just to watch me win, or are here just to kick my butt, and that's fine too. I look at the stream more as an opportunity to, like, hang out and talk and get to know one another. I think I spend a lot of time not talking about Tetris while we play Tetris. And yeah, so don't worry about it, man. Yeah, just queue up, play as long as you can, and let us know how you finished if you feel like sharing. And promote your Tetris skills. I'm not here to promote my Tetris skills. I don't... At this point, like, I'm not going to... I don't think my channel is going to grow. I don't think people are here to watch me because I'm good at Tetris. I don't think that's the primary hook. And it's also, like, Tetris is probably the game I stream the most, but it's not... I stream other games and do other shows all the time. So, like, this whole thing isn't built entirely around Tetris either, so... password? No, it's not password match. It's just queue up with everybody. Yeah, if the chat was like, if we had, I mean, maybe we can do one if you guys are interested, like really interested in doing a room with just us. Do you stream Mario Party 9? No, I do not. I have friends that do though. Twitch.tv/xdoublejump. Chris and Rachel do stream Mario Party 9 from time to time. I have not played the newest Mario Party just yet. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to do. And Yumi's, yes. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? The 11th Mario Party. I don't stream Mario Party. Whatever number it is, I have not streamed any Mario Party yet. I am a big fan of the original Mario Party trilogy, I guess, if you want to call it in those terms. So Mario Party 1, 2, 3. Though I don't think I'm going to go back to Mario Party 1 anymore, because I would like to keep my palms and my N64 joysticks intact. So if I do stream Mario Party, it'll probably be Mario Party 2. And I do that with other people here. But it is something we could do. Also, top 10 again. Let's go! Send me your power unless you are playing against me, and then try your best to kick my butt. And that's okay. If you do, shout outs to you. UV says you're doing pretty well. Me. Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. I mean, really tough circumstances in the world right now, but really enjoying hanging out with you guys today. It's been tough. Like, honestly, in light of everything happening in the world right now, my motivation to play video games is pretty low. But I really enjoy being able to, like, hang out with friends old and new and kind of enjoy some time together and have that conversation, like the more serious talks too. Like, if you guys are going through serious coronavirus things that you want to talk about, like, chat is open to that as well. All right, 7th place. Okay, there we go. That might have been a... Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Keep calm. There. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Oh, that was a really bad move. And that... Oh, this is not great. This is not great. I mean, yeah, that's it. That was a pretty good run, though. Ivan says, I am dead. What is your name, Ivan, in the list? And It's Boogie says, no, 4 to 7 for GameCube, 8 and 9 for Wii, 10 for Wii U, or Super Mario Party for Switch. Oh, yeah, no. I've only played 1 through 3. And I'd probably only stream those. Your name is the same. Ivan Pincus. Okay, let's look for you in the list here. Oh, just Ivan. Okay. Let's find Ivan here. So, shout outs to Meme Lad for top 3. Rachel at number 38. I wonder if that's... I'm guessing it's not Double Jump Rachel. I know she does play from time to time. Where are you at, man? Did I miss it? I have not seen your name. Yumi says, my IGN is going to be Yumi's. Give me a sec to change it. Okay. And It's Boogie says, well, with password matches, if I say 10 people join, the other 89 will be CPU, so there won't be just us. Let's try again. Okay. Here. I will do one password match for just us friends in the chat. I generally prefer to... Okay. Here. Let's do... 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. All right? I'll type that in the chat. 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. So this game is going to be just us, and then everybody else's CPU. So you got 90 seconds. Okay, you're in there. Awesome. All right, so we got 4 people in the group. 5. That's fantastic. Let's see if we can get a couple more. You two? Okay, great. Give it a little bit more time. Is there anything I can share in the social distancing camp? Oh, I got a new Pokemon. I got a new... You're going to win. Okay. You show us what's what. I got a new Pokemon plushie. Went to a local con a couple of weeks ago, and I got my favorite Pokemon from Pokemon X and Y. This is Poplio. Let me show Poplio up here. One of my faves. I know Poplio got a lot of flack at the time Poplio debuted. I think Poplio is super cute and was my starter in Pokemon X and Y. So yeah, there's my new plushie. Let's go and switch camera. Hey, yeah, Yumis, right. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me hit that airphone for you. Yumi, CPUs love to attack me for whatever reason. We got 5 people. All right. It's not X and Y Sun and Moon. It's from Sun and Moon. What? Poplio Sun and Moon? Poplio's X and Y. Pretty sure Pokemon's X and Y. Anyway, whatever Pokemon Poplio's in. Maybe I misspoke. But yes, it's Boogie. Yes, I do play Pokemon from time to time. I'm actually streaming that. I should be streaming that this week. We're streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield with Chris and Rachel over at Double Jump. We are going to be battling one another, and we might do some raids too. I would expect... I am a lot better at Tetris than I am at Pokemon, so I expect them to crush me. Ah, okay, we'll just cut that off. So yeah, for those just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, person look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. We are playing some Tetris 99 on the Nintendo Switch. Probably still, in my opinion, the best reason to get Nintendo Switch Online. I still think Nintendo Switch Online is not great. The lineup of digital, like the backlog of like NES, SNES games is IMO still subpar, and they've been very slow to update it, and the updates they have made since have been not great. It still sucks that it doesn't have voice chat, like inherent voice chat built into the console itself, and you have to use the app, and most games don't even support that. But it's got Tetris 99, and I will absolutely pay to continue getting access to this game, because this game is dope. Oh no, you died 83rd? That's unfortunate, Boogie. Alright, hopefully you'll get in on the next one. Super Mario Maker 2 does friends only. Yeah, I think just as a whole, and this is something I continually rail on. As much as I love Nintendo, like the vast majority of the stuff we stream on this channel is Nintendo stuff, and I'm a huge Nintendo fan, lifelong Nintendo fan, but the one thing I'm continually critical on, and I will continue to do so until they clean up their act on this front, is the online's got to get better. We shouldn't be doing friend codes in 2020. Like, friend codes are bad in 2005. Why are we still doing these in 2020? Why is chat still so hard? Why is online play for a lot of these games like really unstable? And why are the options for online play in Nintendo made games so minimal? Oh geez, that was a bad drop. All right, who's still in it? Who's still in it to win it? We're down to top 4. I think I'm gonna get pieced out here, yeah. Let's see who gets it. All right, so all the CPUs. There's Boogie. Yumi's, that was bad. So Yumi's top 3. Seek UWU, congratulations. I don't know who that is, but congratulations. You got second. Ivan, have you been sandbagging me the whole time? Okay, let's go back to regular queue. 3, 2, 1. Hope for the best. I don't like playing against the CPUs. And there you are, C. Congratulations to you. Oh. LOL. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, Seek, how you doing? You're doing well. That's good. I hope everything is okay with you and your family in light of everything that's going on in the world. Mine's full already. Didn't realize we were going to regular match. Oh, sorry, man. Just turned full. I almost won. You were so close. Woke up early to go to the supermarket. Still no supplies. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're able to... The stores in your area restock soon. The panic buying is definitely real. Some of it, I'd say some of it's unwarranted. Like there really is no need to buy a year's worth of toilet paper right now. I know hand sanitizer is really hard to get. But yeah, I hope you're able to get what you need going forward. Yeah, the one thing my wife and I are short on is paper towels. Not the end of the world if we don't have those. We were able to find like a 2-pack that someone left behind in their cart or in their basket. When we went to the store, we were at the checkout like, oh, we didn't get any paper towels, we didn't see any, and then someone just left theirs, so we just took those. Hanny says, I bought stuff from Amazon, and even Amazon is pretty sold out of stuff. Oh, man. What is your go-to meal at a time like, I guess your go-to food at a time like this? Something that's like pretty easy to make, probably non-perishable. Are you a big fan of like the ramen noodles maybe, or like cans of soup? Rice, yes, that's a good one. Pretty versatile. Frozen veggies. Like, what are you turning to? Spaghetti, ramen, Chef Boyardee. Good calls. All of those. I'm a big soup enthusiast, generally speaking, so now's a great time to indulge on my my soup enthusiasm. Spaghetti's a good pasta in general. That's good. I was surprised. There are certain products that at the grocery store had not sold out, like in light of the panic buying and whatnot. One of the things that surprised me that did not sell out was, well, I guess maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but even in these times, beggars can still be choosers. The orange juice section. Orange juice without pulp, gone. Orange juice with pulp, still widely available. And I don't blame people for having a strong preference towards orange juice without pulp, because I too drink orange juice without pulp and probably would choose to rather not drink orange juice at all than drink orange juice with pulp. Okay, let's put that here. I know things are looking pretty rough right now, but we'll make it through. There it is. All right, let's get in here. Throw these down, and Hanny says, my sodium levels will be insane during the next few weeks. All of ours will. All of ours will. Yeah, what else did we buy? We bought, yeah, grocery shopping time on it. No, it's fine. We bought one frozen, like, we tried to not overbuy. Like, we have a couple of weeks worth of stuff. We got a frozen pizza. It was a, even here, we kind of splurged a bit. It's not just like, hey, here's like a pepperoni pizza or whatever. It was a 4-cheese stuffed crust Delicio pizza. But it was on sale. It was available. We did it. Convenient meal in the immediate term. We bought double stuffed Oreos, which aren't really double stuffed, but just before then, my wife and I bought the size that's bigger than a double stuff. What is it called? But unlike the double stuff, which claims to be double but isn't actually the full of stuff, I can't remember the name of it, but it's actually like double stuff, and those are heavy, man. The frosting ratio to cookie is on the extreme there, like borderline too much. For Steph, she said like, no, this was too much cream for me, and for me, I was like, yeah, this is as far as I will go. But yeah, personally, I find regular Oreos need more cream. Double stuff is, even though not exactly double, is a little better. The loads of stuff, or whatever that's called, yeah, the mega stuff is maybe too much. Hanny says the mega stuff Oreos make me physically nauseous to think about. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of sugar to intake in one go. What else did we do? I know Steph has been trying to push towards doing less meat, and so we bought like the vegetable product imitation ground meat, which is okay. We tried it a couple of nights ago for tacos, and it tasted really good. We find, generally speaking, though, the stuff like Beyond Meat can be really hit and miss. I think, at least going to like restaurants and eating that stuff, we find so far like A&W has the best Beyond Meat treatment, and all the other restaurants are like vary between like mediocre and bad. You lost. Ah, sorry to hear that, Ivan. Oh geez. All right, keep this going. I got 7th, so I don't think I'm in your match. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you are either, but thank you for keeping us posted, and hopefully you'll get him on the next one. How many times have you won, Ivan? If at all. I don't mean to like be a jerk about that. Just how many times have you won? 0. Ah. You were close in our one private game. And it seems like you'll get, if you're able to get like top 10, you should be able to win. And it's just a matter of time. All right, top 5, let's go. Top 4, we got 4 KOs. At least we got 4 full badges. Top 3. Top 2. Let's get our DJ Khaled on. Uh-oh, we're gonna get hit really hard here. Burn that, bring that down, bring that down, bring that down. 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 There it is! Another one. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, everybody. A round of applause. Woo! Yeah, thank you, guys. Man, one of the things I've regretted, like in the last few weeks, my wife and I have also started to try and eat healthier. GG, thank you. Try to eat healthier, and like my biggest, I think the biggest sin that I commit as a human being eating. Yumi's just won your game. Congratulations. Yeah, we're gonna play like a public match in this next one. My biggest sin when it comes to eating, potato chips. My biggest vice. I love potato chips so much, and we bought just one bag before this most recent trip. Like, it's usually like we have like 2-3 bags in the house, and I'll go through them like no problem if they're here, but we cut it to just like one this time. And yeah, I kind of ate those chips, and now when we went to do the groceries this time, I didn't buy any chips, and I'm like, man, I love some chips right now. 14 KOs. And Drago says, I'm so excited for Spawn on Mortal Kombat, and GG on that dub. Thank you. Yeah, Spawn looks really good in the latest MK update. I don't have MK anymore, But that game, I hope you guys are still enjoying that. Gonna take a bath. Enjoy yourself, bro. Enjoy your bath, Ivan. Thank you so much for dropping by today. Thank you so much for the follow. We will hopefully see you around. Take care. Again, wash your hands, practice social distancing, which I entrust you to do, and keep playing Tetris. All right, later. All right, here we go. Countdown again, all right? 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody. So what are you guys playing next? Like, in light of us having a little more time, we're cooped up in the house. Are you going to use this time to catch up on anything in particular in your backlog? Maybe take on that game that you've just been kind of sitting on forever? Like, now would be a really good time for me to, like, actually play through The Witcher, now that I think about it. You're waiting for Animal Crossing. I think that's going to be the big one for a lot of people, and kind of me too. I'll probably play more Animal Crossing than I would have planned for, because, yeah, what else are we gonna do at these times, right? Hanny says World of Warcraft. Yeah, I saw you got the pass for that. Congratulations. I've never played an MMO before, and I don't know if that would be my cup of tea, but I feel like that's something I should try. Especially, like, there are free-to-play ones out there as well. I think there's one on the Switch, the DC one, which I've never tried and haven't even, like, heard any reviews or anything on. I have no idea if that's any good, but technically there is an MMO on the Switch. Yeah, that one kind of just came and went. Nobody's really talking about it. All right. Yeah, The Witcher would be a good one for me to cross out. I don't think that's going to happen. Valkyria would be a good one for me to take on as well. I don't know if I'm really going to make a dent in that. It's probably waiting for Animal Crossing. After that, who knows? I wonder, like, are we going to see games get pushed back because of coronavirus? Like, people are concerned that because they can't put in their marketing push or people aren't going to the store, that maybe they don't promote it. But at the same time, like, with digital distribution, and if anything, now is an even better time because there's just going to be gamers with more time to play stuff at home. I don't know. Maybe it works to their benefit to be releasing games right now. I know it's kind of a morbid way to look at it, but maybe. Hanny says, I feel like they should do the opposite because we're all stuck in our houses. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe there's a press to put these games out even sooner. Yeah, certain industries are definitely booming, like the Netflix on-demand stuff. Yeah, the ramification... Man, I was listening to some anime is being delayed because of COVID. Yeah, I can see that because just the... having to make the anime, a lot of that's in Asia, and a lot of that stuff is just shutting down. I know they're making less Nintendo, like, consoles. The entire, like, generation, the PlayStation 5, Xbox, Series X... I think we might get that delayed in light of coronavirus stuff happening. Like, if they can't get people in the factories to build enough of these in time, and they don't have enough time to market it, like, maybe they just hold out a bit longer. I wonder how long they'd hold it. Like, if they can't make Christmas this year, do they wait till Christmas next year? Although the Nintendo Switch launched in, like, March, and that system did gangbusters. It didn't really need the holidays. Oh, gee, yeah, yikes. Bad drop there. Oh, really bad drop there. Okay. I swear I'm not just trying to make things harder on myself. Let's try and clean this up. Yeah, that's a good question. Do you guys think that the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are going to be delayed in light of recent events? Yeah, I think it's a little too early for us to say for certain one way or another, which is why pretty much any answer is open. Hanny says, I think there's a possibility, but I hope not. I hope not either. I would love to see. I think I'm largely done with the. Yeah, I think I'm done with the PlayStation 4, Xbox One generation of consoles. And admittedly, it hasn't been that great of a generation for me. Just the type of games that have come out and the innovation I was hoping for didn't really happen this gen. And Yumi says, yes, since you would have to go out to get it, they'd delay it. Yeah, possibly. That's a valid, like, I didn't even think about that side of it, of like, yeah, you can buy these consoles online, but a big part of it is still going to the store and people camping out to get that console. And maybe that's still I mean, presumably Q4 will be better, maybe? I don't know. Lots of questions there. Hanny says, games got prettier, but I don't feel like they got a lot bigger per se. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I felt like this generation was largely just a slightly prettier version of the last gen. The new, like, what I was really hoping for were like new types of gameplay experiences that weren't really possible in the last gen. And I don't think we really saw that. I felt like, yeah, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii era was such an amazing era for creativity in games, and like, here's all the different things that HD graphics can provide to games. Here's what online play can provide to games, and this gen was just kind of more the same. And then it shifted into more like live service games, and then everything kind of followed the like the Destiny, Call of Duty, like, sort of model, and I just haven't been as interested in the types of games that came out this gen. Yeah, I have to look at my shelf and see, like, what are the games from this gen that were really, really up there. I guess Witcher would probably be, yeah, The Witcher definitely is going to be a standout from this generation. I think Fortnite, absolutely. Like, that may be the one, but, like, really, that's just... Well, I guess that technically is a new thing. So, yeah, that probably wasn't possible in the old days. Yeah, I just felt like, as a whole, the last generation was a lot more of an exciting time. Hanny says, even Witcher, though, still mention the same breath as Skyrim from last gen. Yeah. And I wonder, like, if we're at a point of diminishing returns, or we're just not gonna see that anymore. Like, at least on the graphical side, it's probably... I know we're hitting a point of diminishing returns there, but are there still more gameplay ideas to be explored? I hope so. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like the highest of high-end graphics or 1,000-player multiplayer, but what is that next thing? And I guess if we knew what that next thing is, we would be, like, working on those games right now, then. Than doing whatever else we are doing. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh, come on, we're like top 3. Is there any way we can No, we can't get out of this. Let's go see who is top 2. If anyone in this group wins it, I will give you Yumi's. There you go. I'll hit that air horn for you. Congratulations. GG. Ooh, I see a wild hot fire has joined Tetris 99. I wonder if he is going to join us as well. So yeah. Again, countdown in the chat. 3, 2, 1. And Hanny says, I think VR advancement will be big next gen. I think that's the thing. For me, I think VR has the potential to be like the next leap. It's just there's so many things that we still have to figure out in terms of getting the cost down and providing the software, what controllers we're using, like room scale VR, all that. I know we've made a lot of advancements in the last few years. And so we'll see. I think that's potentially the next big frontier in gaming. YX the Boogie says, what will PlayStation do that they already have that? First, welcome. And 2, yes, they do have VR. I feel like there's still a lot of unexplored territory there. So I don't know. I don't know what that... I don't have the answer to that. I'm also not the most well-versed in VR. But it feels like there's still a lot of room to grow in that space. And also, how are you doing today? Why? Let's call you the Boogie. And Hanny says, the tech isn't there yet. It's expensive and still nauseating for a lot of people. Yeah. There is that too. Man, I remember my first experience was my wife and I took a mini vacation to Montreal, Quebec. And on one of those days, there was a video game museum. Like a video game exhibit at a museum that had like the history of games. They had like all the way down to like a Space War machine through Pong, and the exhibit ended with VR, and it was like the first Oculus Rift. And it was fascinating to see people experience those demos. Like it was like the lowest of low fidelity, the roller coaster demo. And there was no controls. You were just sitting there watching the roller coaster. There was no extra movement or anything, just people sitting on a chair on a fake roller coaster. And people were losing their minds. Like I saw one woman like fall off the chair because she was so freaked out by what she was seeing. And I do hope that we find whatever the purpose is of VR and explore how far that can go. I don't know if it ends up becoming like the future of games where everything is VR. I think there'll still be options to play on a screen like this, but it would be great to see VR like really grow into its own thing. And see what purposes it has beyond just video games as well. Like, is it a sporting event thing? Like, sit courtside and you can watch it on TV, sit like you're sitting in the crowd. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of ways it could go. Or at the very least, it feels like there's a lot of things that are still unexplored in VR versus like our traditional console setup where it kind of feels like, well, it's going to be, the graphics are going to be a bit prettier and you can play with your friends online and maybe we can put even more people into a multiplayer lobby. Hanny says, I'd like to see more games allow for VR, non-VR compatibility. To scale for both. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. We're like one block away from an all clear here. Man. Now I'm trying to think like what my idea for like the future of video games. I feel like at least in the early days when I was young, thinking about like what that would even mean. I think VR was definitely a big part of like, oh, you're gonna be like inside the game. Have you guys done, I think it's called The Void Everywhere. I know there's a bunch of locations in different parts of the world, mostly North America. It's called The Void. There's a arcade sort of nightclub spot thing here called Rec Room. And they have these like high-end VR setups. And I played the Star Wars game. And what's different from it from traditional VR, you're wearing a backpack, you have the headset, you're holding a physical gun, or you have to get a physical gun in the world. So they build the entire room for the experience. And I remember it being so trippy, feeling like the spaceship land, and then you hop onto this platform. It's a floating platform, and they actually changed the temperature of the room to make it, because it was on a lava planet, and they actually heat up the room in that instance to make it feel like, oh my god, we are standing on a platform that's hovering above lava. And there were other things in the world of like, oh, pick up that gun on the wall, and you reach for it in the VR experience, and you pick up the gun. And there's another one where, hey, you have to unlock this door by doing this password sequence, and you're hitting buttons on a door that also translate to buttons in the game, and that was so cool. But like, how do you scale that? You have to... You can't just like build an entire VR game in your house just for that one game, and now you're gonna play a different game and rebuild your entire house for that. Like, it's not scalable in that sense. But I think that was the last time I played something like, man, this is the future. This is a future. Ah. Darn it. So, 16th. Hanny says, excuse me while I write a blog post in the future of gaming in my eyes. Awesome. Have fun with that. And yeah, we should collaborate again at some point. Whether we're right or we play a game on stream together, I'm totally down for that if you are. But yeah, definitely check out Hanny's site. What was the link? I'm gonna pull up the link here. Don't post the link, Hanny. You'll probably get blocked by the computer mod. But is it this? Yes, here it is. I can post links. You cannot. And I know, Hanny, you've been posting a whole bunch of lists. We should do that when my life isn't so crazy. Okay, I'll throw it in our Discord of like what the future of video games is. And for everybody else in the chat, definitely check out Hanny's blog over at thehannycorner.com. She is an awesome writer, and I've collaborated with her on like a super massive piece about like video and live streaming content. If you have any interest in making video content of any sort, it's a fantastic read. All right, back to the Tetris. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so yeah, let's throw this question out to the chat. It's a fascinating one. Like, at this point, like today, 2020, what is the future of video games? You got third. Almost, Yumi's. What is the future of video games? From a gameplay perspective, like what kind of controllers are we using in the future? Are we moving to a future where everything is streamed? Like, is Google Stadia the future of gaming? Whether it's Google or someone else that perfects that technology and distribution method, is everything free to play going forward? I think there are a lot of fascinating questions, especially now where, like, I don't think the future of games is particularly clear. Like, we've kind of hit that point of diminishing returns where, like, you can't, like, it's just assumed, like, yeah, the graphics are going to get better, but they're not getting that much better relative to what we've had before. And so what's the next thing? Is it VR? Is it online distribution? Is it ways of more realistic controls? Is it more abstract ways of control? I don't know. Hanny says, for me, it's a fully immersive, true-to-scale open world. A full-scale city to walk around in. Oh. Randy says, I just want a future where we have 1 versus 100 again. Yeah, that was fun. And like, in a way, that was kind of HQ Trivia. I know, RIP HQ Trivia. But that thing was totally the future. Like, I think that was one of those things that was totally like the future of gaming. That sort of massive scale trivia show, real money. It wasn't able to hold people's attention for an assortment of reasons, but they were really onto something. I think Ready Player One shows what I would think about the future. Okay, so yeah, sort of like the VR pods and everybody's in this sort of persistent online world, and yeah, Ready Player One. I listened to the audiobook. It's my wife's all-time favorite book, and we listened to it in the car for months, and I was like, yeah, this is really fun. And then we saw the movie, and the movie is it's okay. They definitely took some liberties with it in ways that some I understand, some I don't necessarily agree with. I think the movie is just, it's okay. Top 50, although this stack is really high. Needlessly high, IMO. Alright. Man, trying to think of... Oh, Fako's Pirate Robot. Damn, 10 months. Thank you so much for the sub. See, that's weird. Fako's Pirate Robots showed up. Also, Fako's Pirate Robot, how you doing? In light of, like, everything happening in the world. We've definitely talked a lot about the COVID-19 situation. Chat is totally open for that. I think we're talking right now, though. First, actually, yeah. How are things in your neck of the woods? I hope you and your family are okay as well. And Fago's Pirate Robot says, all good here. Kids have no school or daycare for the next 3 weeks, though. Yeah, that's a big challenge, especially if for certain work environments that are not so keen on the work from home situation. Even when they can. Well, you want to talk later about this? But I can tell you, I'm working from home now, in light of all things happening. But yeah, there's so many challenges. Like, I was listening to a podcast about the double-edged sword of, do kids stay home or not? Like, yeah, if they keep going to school, there's the chance that they get it, and like, kids seem to be the most immune, but they could spread it to someone who's a lot older, and then that becomes a problem. But on the other hand, you take the kids home from school, and then there's a lot of doctors and nurses who have kids, and if they can't find a way to take care of their kids, then you're taking them away from the hospital. Like, there's just so many of these like crazy questions that come up that in this type of scenario that I think we just weren't prepared for. And Fago's Pirate Robot says, they might be able to go to work with my wife. She's an ECE, but it'll be pricey. Yeah, well, I hope you're able to figure out the solution that works best for your family. Yeah, just all these things that like we have an account for, and the ramifications of this. I was listening to, and Fago's Firewood says, apparently, if you need to stay home with the kids for childcare, you can get EI without a waiting period. That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'll have to look into like all of that. I know Justin Trudeau has said like, hey, we're going to help Canadian families. You shouldn't have to pay for extra groceries and all that in light of what's going on, and see how all that works. Although I imagine not all of that is fully fleshed out yet. Uh-oh. All right, top 10. Can we get another one? The stack's pretty tall right now, but I think we can get through. There we go. Okay, I'll tell my podcast story after this. We're top 5. Let's keep our eyes on the prize here. Okay, I'm gonna go with that, and that was probably not a great move in retrospect. There. That was kind of a funky clear, but that lets us do that. If I can keep... Oh, I can't keep that hole open. That might do me, actually. Because now we're in a little bit of a pick... Ah, no! That's really bad. Jeez. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, take out those 2. Take out that 1. Take out this. Take that out. And drop that down. Okay, cool. Down. Uh-oh. Did we get second place? Dynamite DRF. Congratulations. Apparently, if you need to say, okay. Here's the podcast story. And this is, I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast. He had, oh man, I can't remember his name. He does a lot of like analysis of history and like social stuff. One of the things he was talking about was that like humanity's really bad at planning for these really rare events. And just like we don't account for these sort of scenarios, and we don't have plans. We don't write these into contracts. And one of the contracts in particular that was impacted years ago during 9/11 was the insurance for those buildings. So the owner of the World Trade Center had insurance that if something happened to the building, he would get paid out billions of dollars. Right? So the problem was 2 planes hit, and they hit within like half an hour apart. And the argument was that 1 attack or was it 2 attacks? And the difference here is that if it's 1 attack, he gets paid once, like billions of dollars. And if it counts as 2 attacks, he gets paid twice, because that would count as 2 separate attacks, 2 payouts, like billions and billions of dollars on the line. And they didn't plan for it. How do you constitute like the difference between 1 plane crashing and a second plane crashing? Like how do you split that between 1 and 2 attacks? Like I guess if you had thought ahead that something like that could happen, or like any sort of attack, like what measure of time does it have to be before this attack and this attack count as 2 separate things? And like billions of dollars were at stake, and they went to court for years for it because the contract just didn't have that plan in place. And there are a lot of big contracts in the world that were just like, I think the force majeure, I can't remember how it's exactly pronounced, where they just like very vaguely of like, we can pull this out if it's an act of God. And like how many people are going to pull that because like, hey, this plague, we're going to use that. Like, I don't know. Fascinating times we live in. And I don't know what the answer was, 1 or 2. I haven't gone back to look to see what the court ultimately ruled, if it was 1 or 2. Arjun, hi, hello. Welcome to the channel. We're about to get into some Tetris here. You gotta go. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Feet, for dropping by and listening. Tell Kim I said hello. Be safe and take care. And Arjun, how you doing? I'll wait for how you're doing. You're doing well. You up for some Tetris? Yeah, we're gonna get in some games. I'm gonna count down in the chat. Yes. All right. So we're gonna count 3, 2, 1 in the chat. Good luck. Have fun. Okay. You know the drill. All right. Here we go. Go. GG's everyone. And I just wanted to say, like, in these times, it's pretty scary. But I do want to continue the stream playing, having these conversations about heavier subjects, but also about games too. And I appreciate your company and helping lighten up the mood or get serious and talk about these types of things. And I need you guys as much as I don't know how much you guys need me, but I definitely need you guys just to have a place to vent and talk about thoughts, hopes, fears, concerns, all of that. So I hope I'm able to provide the same for you during these tough times in the near future. Hello, I'm watching Piglets. Oh, okay. I hope you are enjoying doing that. No. Yeah, I wonder, like, if Twitch... What... We just had them. Okay. Oh, you actually, like, had baby piglets? Like, they're actual pig... Do you, like, live on a farm? Do you have, like, a house pig? I actually worked with... I used to have a former coworker who had, like, a house pig. That was the thing. Yeah, piglets. Yeah, okay, cool. That is a very cool... Congratulations on being a proud pig grandparent. Yeah, we just had piglets outside. Okay. Yeah, congratulations on that. Piglets are adorable. Shoutouts to Babe. Drago says the government just put out a statement here that there are 51 reported cases of COVID. Okay. Yeah, our area is like 70 something. Like, yeah, Ontario is like 70 something. I think my city is like still in the single digits, but it is growing, and I think it's gonna be a while before we get ahead of the curve. In my mind, hey, why? Yeah, the right? Boogie, thank you so much for the follow. Boogie says, but I went to go out and I have to stay out with my sister, so I might just watch. Okay, cool. So do you, like, live on a farm? Or you just happen to, like, live in the city and have pigs? Again, yeah, my former coworker, I'm pretty sure, lived in the city and just happened to have a pig as a pet. Yeah, I appreciate the support, guys, for everybody hanging out, like, and playing Tetris with me. And even if you're just here to hang out, watch a stream, lurk, like, it's awesome. Thank you. And yeah, my blog is still, like, kind of in limbo. Like, I do have posts. I have enough posts to go for another month, but it just kind of feels weird to post stuff that feels kind of oblivious to the world that we currently live in. So that stuff is TBD. Some of it I might just gradually warm up to. Like, I've already rescheduled some of that stuff to go live, but I think it's important for the stream to keep going. Yeah, beyond just like, hey, let's go play these games, just the ability to stay connected with other people, I think, is really valuable for everyone involved. No. Normal house with a lot of animals. All right, what kind of other animals do you have? We currently have no animals in our house. I think at some point, my wife and I think it would be cool to have a dog, but and I guess now we probably would actually have the time, and we would be home enough to take care of one, but in our normal life routine, we're not home much. So, like, it wouldn't be fair to have a dog and then just, like, not be here a lot, so probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Hanny says, I'd really like to transition to YouTube, but I don't have the time yet to edit videos. I hear you on that. Oh man, like, yeah, I've been doing videos now for a couple months, and we've been able to do every week since the beginning of the year. But this upcoming Wednesday is the season finale of Jet Weekly. And yeah, the biggest challenge I've had is, like, it takes time to make these videos. Like, yeah, it's a video that's maybe 5 to 10 minutes of talking, but that takes days. It's usually, for me, like, at least one day to record it. Like, I have other stuff as well, right? So it's one evening, I actually record, and then it takes, like, another day for me to edit it, and then probably a third day to, like, write the post and make thumbnails. And I gave myself a 1 month head start. 19th finished. I gave myself a 1 month head start, and now I'm at a point where I'm just out. So this video's up, and because of all the things that have happened, I haven't had an opportunity to make any more videos, and I just don't want to be in a position where I'm scrambling to make a video every week. So I'm gonna take some time out, gonna rest, recoup, think about what I want to make a kind of a stockpile videos that are not time sensitive, and then when I'm ready, start to roll out and do, like, another season of sorts, I think is probably my plan. Like, I just don't think I'm in a position where I can put a video out every week. Yeah, I actually had a here, I'll just show it. I had a BRB screen set up that actually has my latest YouTube video. You can watch this whole wait. Oh no! I'm a dork. It was in the other... Oh man, in my D&D layout, I had it set up so that it actually played the latest video. So while I was away, you could still watch the video, but I didn't put that in on this one. Next time. All right, back at it. We'll do a couple more. Go. Yeah, I've seen a lot of things too, Hanny, of people recommending, like, if for, like, video editing and stuff, like hiring a team or hiring editors to put that stuff together. And, like, I don't make enough money from that right now. I still have to put in the legwork to build enough of an audience so that I could actually pay someone to do that. Like, I don't feel comfortable asking for volunteers at this point. Also, you guys, switch the camera. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's stuff like that, editing videos and creating those social media posts of, like, editing those, like, 1 minute clips is such a time sink. And it's hard to do. You can't just, like, for writing blog posts, I can write that on my phone while I'm on the train. Well, I'm not on the train anymore, but I can write that on any device at any time. And the video stuff, like, you have to be at your computer, and it's just not as practical. Hanny says, haha, having money to hire a team. Good joke. Yeah. Yeah, money as a career is tough. I've been curious about the whole Medium thing. I think hearing, in particular, Rachel from Double Jump talk about, she's been writing on Medium, and they have a partner program where if your posts get accepted, you then get paid based on how far people read. And she's mentioned that, like, hey, it's an extra. She's making more money on that than she ever did on WordPress. Like, more money in a couple of months than she ever did on WordPress. And I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know if that's something I want to do at this point. Like, I do still write a lot, and it'd be nice to make money on that, but, like, I've established so much on my current site I don't necessarily know if I want to maintain 2 sites. Or if I move everything over, I'd be scared of like losing SEO and whatnot. Or if that should even be my big focus of like trying to make money on the writing stuff, especially with, I don't know, with all my emphasis on like video of late and writing being more of like a hobby thing. It's weird times. And also we're probably going to take a big fast L here. So yeah, no. Did I forget to wait for the lobby to finish? I usually don't wait for everybody. I just keep going. Are you still in the other one? Answer yes. Okay. Sorry about that. And Fago's Power Robot says, would they let you cross-post? I'd have to look into that. Here, I'll wait for you, Arjun, on this one. You're ready. Okay. I normally don't wait. I just go. I prefer to not have the downtime. And whoever gets in, gets in. What's the best theme? That's a good question. And we're talking Tetris 99 themes. This might be a... I mean, it's personal preference. It's not that hot of a take. I like the Haunted House one. I know it has no Nintendo branding on it, but I love that it animates and it's scrolling left to right and the houses are bouncing around, and I like the music. And it feels like they put more effort into their original ones than the Nintendo ones. Fire Emblem ones were pretty good too. Of the Nintendo ones, Splatoon's my favorite. It looks cool, and I think they made the right choices for music. The Fire Emblem one, my problem with that one is the top 10 song is not that hype. I know it's like supposed to be like the final battle music, but it's just not that exciting for Tetris. I think it should have been the intro music song with the singing. All right. Okay. Down. Throw that down. Knock someone out. Nah, I've totally... What the heck were we talking about just before? It was video... Was it future... No, it wasn't future games. Oh, it was creator stuff. That was it. Like writing on Medium and making money on your creative work. Yeah, it's an interesting question. YouTube, oh man, I think my biggest mistake as a creator, like when it comes to like making money on the content that I make, I've been doing this for over a decade now. I think my biggest mistake was not building my YouTube channel while it was still monetized. The barrier to entry to get like a monetized account was really low back in the day, and I hit the requirements years ago. And I never capitalized on it. I made really bad videos. I didn't really bother trying, and then by the time I was ready to like actually start streaming and putting things together, they made the requirements a lot stiffer of like having to have a channel that's watched 10,000 hours and you have to have at least 1,000 followers. And I think I met the hours requirement. I'm nowhere near close to having enough subscribers on YouTube to get monetization back. But like, had I put in the time, who knows how much, like, I don't think I'd be like a millionaire or anything, but how much farther ahead I would have been financially had I built the YouTube channel while I still had monetization. Yeah, Twitch has been interesting. Just having it feels like, I guess, Twitch versus, yeah, what I like about Twitch and its like monetization mechanisms is it feels like the audience knows about subs and bits and you get rewarded with that, like the ad-free viewing, the incentives, Twitch Prime. I don't even have to pay, and I can still like reward the creator that way. And like, there's just a culture around supporting streamers through bits and subs and those tools that isn't necessarily as prevalent on other platforms. And like, yeah, my WordPress blog, I use Amazon affiliate links, and if I'm lucky, I make like almost nothing on there. Definitely not worth quitting my pay job on that. Yeah, like on an average month, I probably couldn't even buy a coffee at Starbucks. No, I couldn't buy a coffee at Starbucks with how much I make on WordPress. Or through Amazon affiliate links. Hanny says, I have ads on WordPress. I can get my $100 cash out in 20 years at the rate I'm going. Yeah. Like I started doing the ads in like 2012, 2013. And like, I've cashed out. Like, I have cashed out, and having that money certainly helped. One of those times I cashed out, I got the Elgato, which has helped me stream and help build this thing. But like cashing out 3 times in 8 years at $100 US, it's not a lot, not at all. Hey, JB Does Talk, welcome back. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, glad to see the big turnout today. Awesome to have you all here. I appreciate the company. So yeah, how are things with you? Especially in light of all the stuff happening in the world right now. Top 10. No, this is not good. Okay. Here we go. Down, down. I didn't like that move there. Okay. There. Down, down they go. There we go, top 5. Can we get the win? Nice. Uh-oh. Okay. Calm that down, calm that down. Yeah, we'll take those 2 blocks, that's fine. Uh-oh, we're gonna eat a lot of junk here in a sec. Okay. Down. Someone's getting back-to-back Tetrises. Sorry, getting quiet here. It's top 3. These are tense times. Send me your power. Down. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Top 3. Let's catch up on the chat. JB says he's good. Top 10 is so fast. Yep. Have mostly been playing Tetris Effect. Tetris Effect, such a good game. Such a good game. Maybe we'll stream that at some point. GG. Hey, second place. And Seat got it. All right, so our crew got top 3. Our crew got top 3. I'll take it. That's a good team win, guys. High fives. Well, oh, sorry. Hold up. I'm gonna wave. Here. Thumbs up all around. All right, let's do a couple more. So again, countdown 3, 2, 1. For everybody else just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. The Fire Emblem poster is sick. Thank you. I can't remember the name of the artist who did that, but I got it at a convention last year, And yeah, it's got the three characters, and then in the purple there is all the other students of the houses. I guess it's a little out of date because it doesn't reflect the DLC in the 4th house under the base. It's fine. Thank you though. Good luck. Yeah, good luck everybody. And you have a very keen eye there to catch that. I love it when people make note of the stuff they see in the back. Yeah, I think one of the things streaming-wise that I do want to do, and now that we have more time since we're spending more time in the house, board game streams. And possibly having my wife play some board games with me. I've got the equipment now. I have more equipment. I think the million-dollar question that I have, I bought a stand that points downwards. I have a feeling it might be too short. So I'll have to see, or maybe pick very specific games that'll work with that height. And go from, maybe it's all going to be stacked on books, but some board game streams I think are probably going to happen at some point. And that would be fun. I don't really get... My wife is only on stream during like Extra Life marathons and stuff, but it would be fun to have her on more. And yeah, board games is something we enjoy a lot together. Do you guys play any sort of board games at all? If so, do you enjoy like your Monopolies, your Catans? Is it weird to talk about Pandemic, the board game, right now? I know it's very timely, and it's a fantastic, one of my all-time favorites. My wife and I, our board game group is in the middle of playing Pandemic Legacy Season 2. Such a good game, but it kind of hits a little close to home in light of everything that's happening. Hanny says, nope, if it doesn't have a screen, I have no interest. Okay. That's fair. I will say, board games are fantastic. They're a lot of fun, and as a video game fan, I think there's still a lot to like with board games. I think just the element of gaming it's still there, and I think there's a lot of parallels to draw, and even some genres that work that you might like in a video game form that also work as board games too. That's one of the videos I want, and not to say like I'm trying to push like, hey, you need to join the board game kid club, but I used to be very like, nope, I'm not playing board games. Board games are for nerds. And then I got tricked into a game night, and I was like amazed. I played Dominion, and I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. How come I haven't done anything like this before? And then just bought like 100 board games and went from there. Boogie says, anyone remember when you used to play Nintendo Land, Donkey Kong minigame, and Raging? Man, Nintendo... That's a really... I know Nintendo Land was the thing that came with the Wii U, but not many people had the Wii U. I haven't played Nintendo Land since I got my Wii U in like 20... When did that console come out? Like 2012? Yeah, I think it was 2012. I do not remember. I'm pretty sure there was a Donkey Kong game. I don't remember that one. I remember... What do I remember? I remember... Oh, Fako Spyrobot says... Even as someone who doesn't play tabletop games, you have to acknowledge how much free IP video games owe tabletop games. Yeah. Like there's so much influence that video games have taken from tabletop games as well. Like D&D is so much the frame. I know that's like a kind of a different thing, but D&D is the framework for like so many different video games. Yeah, when I do ramp up the videos back up, one of the ideas I had was like making that video of like why video game fans should also try board games. Yeah, whether you decide to or not, Henny, I hope you are happy either way. And we're gonna take an L here. Actually, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll wait for this to end. I will do like a quick show and tell. I'm gonna pick some board games. If you like video games, what would be the best board games to start with that are like video game centric and not necessarily video game themed board games? Here, give me a sec. I'm gonna run to the other back thing and I'll grab a couple board games and we'll talk about them. BRB. Ugh. All right, I'm back. I got some games. Ugh. Fake Ghost Fire Robot says, even as, oh, okay, that's the same thing. All right, couple board games here. And I guess, yeah, kind of the, if you like video games, maybe try these ones out. Imagine still having Labo. I still have Labo. Did you notice that in the corner there? Like right here, the Labo robot kit. Oh, also the stuff here. I've packed some of it up. I do have the Labo piano here, which I picked as my instrument in our D&D campaign. I think Labo's fun. The software is not great. That's the problem. Actually, making the cardboard stuff is a lot of fun, and I think they're really neat. It's just that the games haven't been so great. All right, quick intermission. Talk about some board games if you like video games. Some ones to check out. This one's an older one. I don't think it's in circulation anymore. You might have to pay like eBay prices, but even then, I don't think it sold that particularly well. But it is fun, and it is timely. Tetris Link. They made a Tetris board game, and it doesn't quite play like Tetris. I think the one that's in the stores now is a variation of this. It's called Tetris Duo or something like that. It kind of plays like Tetris. It uses Tetris pieces, and you're dropping them down the well. It's a little more of an area control game instead, where you're not trying to create lines, but you're trying to make your pieces connect with other same colors, and other people are trying to block you. It's a cool game. It doesn't necessarily... Tetris Duo, there it is. Yeah, it's a cool game. It doesn't quite play like Tetris. This one can definitely you can get randomed out of this one for sure. So it's not like the most hardcore strategy game. But if you want something that's sort of like Tetris and it uses Tetris pieces, this one's pretty fun. Tetris Link. The original game is upstairs, and I have the expansion here. I saw something similar on YouTube. Yeah, there's another game called Blockus, where I think it plays more like that. And Blockus is fantastic, by the way. These ones are kind of questionable picks in light of recent events. This is the expansion because the base game is still upstairs. There's a game called Cash and Guns, so the point of the game is like we're all criminals, and we have a disagreement about the money, and we're fighting each other for the money. We're engaged in a shootout, and the big thing about it is that everyone gets like guns, right? And everyone at the table we could do team battles for one game, maybe. Yeah, okay, we can do... Okay, hold on a sec. Let me finish here. And so like the point of the game is like everyone's pointing their guns at different people during each round, and everyone has cards that represent different bullets. One of them might be blank, one of them might be live. And you have to be able to guess if the person pointing guns at you is like got live bullets or not. And if you survive, if you don't get hit, you can get whatever share of the money is that round. But if you get shot, you're out. And if you get shot 3 times, then you're out of the game. And you can just lose in the first round if you get shot 3 times in a row. So it's a really interesting sort of press your luck kind of game, and the excitement that comes from like people pointing guns at each other definitely has like an action feel to it. A lot of fun there. I know maybe not the most sensitive game pick, but it is a fantastic game, and maybe it'll help you learn about like the spread of viruses, pandemic. This is a modern board game classic about 4 diseases spreading around the world, and you're working as members of the CDC, going around trying to contain the spread. And I read an article about this recently where like this game and games like it are selling like crazy in light of the subject matter becoming very real in modern times. And now that I think back that on like my time playing it, because I've played this game and the expansions and the legacy game so much, like how much of that is like manifesting itself in real life, and in a way it's very scary. But I mean, as a way of like, one, playing a fun game, but also like better understanding like how these things spread, this is an interesting choice to play at this juncture. And one more, this one's actually based on a video game. It is XCOM, the board game. And this one, I would have thought that an XCOM board game would have played more like the actual dudes on a map and you're shooting aliens, and it's not so much that. It's more of like the behind the scenes management stuff of like hiring soldiers and having the right ships and figuring out which territories to defend. You use your iPad, so like there's an electronic part to this too, and it's pretty interesting. And just like regular XCOM, the dice rolls are infuriating, and it's a really tough game, but a really interesting one if you want like a name brand video game that you want to play in board game form. There's more and more games that are going analog. Like I kickstarted a Street Fighter miniatures game, and there's a couple other ones that I have in the back as well that are like directly based on video games that are pretty decent. All right, if you guys are interested in doing a team one, let's do one of those. Let's see if our team can crush the competition here. Although, yeah, this is not going to be password. Okay. So we can get we can play against other human beings. I'm gonna do the 3, 2, 1, and let's queue up for the blue team. All right, blue. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Queue. So yeah, pick the water team. And see if we can all get in here. Wrong team. Ah! Mine locked in as green. I'm red. All right, well. Every team for themselves. Good luck. Go blue team, though. Oh, I don't have to do that anymore. All right. Yeah, everybody's on different teams. That's too bad. Oh, well. What do you guys have planned for the rest of today? Wherever you are in the world, maybe it's the morning, maybe it's the evening. What are you doing after the stream? Playing more Tetris, going to have like a great meal, hang out with friends, family. Although I don't know if you want to do that. Curling up in your favorite nook, reading a book. What's going on? Oh yeah, we need to focus on yellow is killing it right now. Yeah, well, do we want to focus on taking down like the bigger team or like try and take out the weakest team? I don't know. I'm just gonna stack blocks. Oh, jeez. That was bad. Like, really bad. Besides Tetris, are there any other puzzle games you guys like to play? I guess in this context, Catherine would count, Annie, if you... yeah, any of this style... It's weird. This style of, like, puzzle game isn't really what it used to be. I guess, like, Puyo Puyo's still kicking, and... maybe a couple other ones, but yeah, this style of game kind of got priced out of the market where, yeah, you play these games on your phone and they're not the same. Henny says, Talos Principle is one of my favorite games ever. Oh, I will have to check that one out. I recognize the name. I don't know what that game is about, but I'll have to see. For the sake of the argument, I guess Peggle would also count, but I know, Hanny, you're not the biggest fan of that one. Oh, no. All right. Can we hang on? Oh, there's only 2 blue team? Oh, geez. All right, well, carrying the team on my back here. Oh, no, that's not. Okay. Hey, there we go. Every team's still in this. It's like the last representatives of each team. I wonder if it's just each of us. Okay, here we go. I don't think I'm gonna make it through. Sorry guys. Blue team last place. 4th. I tried. Let's view the places. Let's see who's left. And see if it's going to be our crew. We'll let this go, and then we'll do one more. We'll do one more after this. But yeah, while this game is wrapping up, let's take some time to thank everybody that chatted today. Shoutouts to Hanny. Thank you so much for the sub as well. Thank you to Spectate who's left. Oh, yes. Oh, Spectator. Our boy Arjun, thank you for dropping by. Hanging by a thread. Oh no. Oh, okay, you're still in it. Still in it. Oh man, wow. Green, hey, you got it. You got it, congratulations. GG. JB, I did. Ah, man. All right, let's let me do some quick thank yous here. Yeah, shout outs to Hanny. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you to Annoying Inkling for the follow. Ivan Pincus for the follow. It's Boogie. Thank you for the host and the follow. Yumi's, thank you for the follow. Fagos Pirate Robot, thank you for the sub and dropping by. Why the Boogie? Why the X Boogie? Thank you for the follow. Who else dropped by in the chat today? Seek3, thanks for dropping by the chat playing. Who else? Oh, Mulligoon, thanks for dropping by. Yumi's, thank you for dropping by, playing Tetris as well. If there's anybody else I missed, thank you for dropping by. Everybody lurking the channel, thank you. I see you. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but thank you for dropping by. And I appreciate your support, and I hope... Oh, Pete! Yeah, shout out to Pete over at Later Levels. Pete111. Alright, let's do one more game. Moobot timed out stream. Yeah, sorry about that. I need to fix that. Yeah, the bot on bot crime. I don't know how to disable stream elements as a bot. But we'll do one more like classic game. Tetris 99. Or does everyone have Invictus? I personally prefer to play Invictus. When I'm playing on my own, I play Invictus. But you do. I'll wait for a couple more answers. If you guys have it, it's easier for us to get in. We'll play some like hardcore Tetris one time. You do. Okay. All right, let's do Invictus then. Easier for us to get into. Yeah, on my own, I usually play Invictus, but when I stream it, I find that like I want as many people to like come and play with us, but not that many people have unlocked it. So I usually just play regular Tetris 99 to open it up for everybody. But here we go. We will run one hardcore game. Yeah. And so yeah, we will be back. The stream will be back on Wednesday, assuming all goes according to plan. Chris and Rachel from Double Jump will be here. We'll be playing some Pokemon Sword and Shield, and they're... I'm telling you right now, I'm a lot better at Tetris than I am at Pokemon.
Yeah, right?
It's gonna be a bloodbath. Hey, Arjun, thank you so much for the follow. Let me hit that air horn for you as well. Tetris Effect is making me rusty at versus Tetris. Yeah, I get that. I love Tetris Effect so much. I just wish it had multiplayer, but I understand why you don't have multiplayer in it. Yeah, good luck everybody. Good luck, have fun. 58 bots, yeah. See, it happens. All right, let's go. One more time. Do 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 do. Do any of you guys stream at all? And if so, what is your experience as a streamer been like? Yeah, I've been streaming since technically 2016, 2017, like the very end of 2016. The stream was really bad though. I used to stream on... I started streaming on YouTube. No one found me there. The stream was also really bad. Like, I had a really bad, like, underpowered laptop. Stream looked real... It was terrible. I didn't promote it. Nobody watched it for the first year. 2018 is when I started, like, really streaming on Twitch, and just been kind of growing ever since. And it's been a pretty positive experience for me. I think there's been definitely some hard times when you start out and like nobody's watching you. But really proud of the work I've done here so far, and I hope to continue streaming. And I think the big thing that I've learned about Twitch and like live streaming in general is that like the appeal of the stream isn't... It's not really about the game. Like, yes, the game is what interests a lot of people coming here, Like, it's really about the person. It's the person behind the camera and like what it is you are doing to entertain, inform, inspire, and be relational as a person. And like, that's the value you add through those is like, it's bigger than the game itself. And it's an interesting thing. I think a lot of people come into streaming like, I just want to play video games for a living, and I think there's nothing wrong inherently with that, but I think the big value is like, what is it that you do beyond the game itself? And maybe it is. Maybe your appeal is you are amazing at Tetris, and people will watch you play Tetris. Like, if you are, say, Wumbo, you will watch Wumbo and you don't really care what his personality is or what he has to say. You just want to see him like do non-stop T-spin triples and whatnot. And that's value too, but if you're not Wumbo, like, what do you do? Oh geez, that was a horrible drop. Hanny says, as someone who worked remotely, I like watching streamers for social purposes. Yeah, I get that. Like, for me, for years, the only streams I would watch were like fighting game tournament streams. I'm really into the fighting game scene, and I tuned in to watch the best players in the world play this game I love, learn tips and tactics myself. But it wasn't until I started streaming and then I started watching other streamers and understanding like, oh, you're not really here. Like, I think I had that like that sort of judgy perception of like, why would you watch someone else play video games when you yourself could just play that game? And then realize like, no, that's not why people are here. You're not necessarily here to watch somebody else play games. You're here for like, yeah, the social part. And damn it. Whether you're here to like play with me or like hang out in the chat, maybe you're just lurking and you just like to hear other people, whoa, that coarse language, like to hear other people talk about things you're interested in as well. Like, that's why people come out to streams, and what is it that I as a streamer can do to get people to engage on that level. We'll ride this out. We will see where our homies finish. And I don't think I think that I'm the first of our group to get eliminated. That stinks, but it is what it is. Yeah, so we'll let that go. We'll gradually count down and see who else ends up here. And so yeah, I've been trying to think about it in those terms and open up. Like, I don't want to just lock down to streaming just one game forever. I think that it's probably a much easier path to success of being able to focus on playing one game. And admittedly, a lot of the growth of this channel is because I come back to Tetris 99 a lot. But like, creatively and like the fulfillment, eventually, like, you just get tired of that game. And if you've built your livelihood on just playing one game forever and ever, like, that's hard. That's hard, and that's not fun. Even though like Tetris is a game I've played, let's say Tetris was booming. Tetris 99 was the biggest category on Twitch. Tetris is a game I've been playing for my entire life, and something that I probably will continue to play my entire life. I don't know if I'd want to build my career around this. So yeah, if the game is not the hook, like, what is the hook? GG Doro Kid, GG Alan 23rd. And so yeah, how do you find focus if it's not necessarily the game? Maybe it's the types of games, maybe you focus on shooters, maybe it's RPGs, maybe it's your personality. Is it things you're interested in? Like, I streamed basketball. That was fun when I did that, and I look to do that again. Maybe we'll come back for, oh well, I was gonna stream like the G League championships, but pretty much all sports is canceled, so that's probably not gonna happen anytime soon. And yeah, it's like, what is it that draws people in? Arjun, GG 16th. what keeps people watching. I was put on to XQC by Fate Ghost Pirate Robot, and it's fascinating. He's like one of the top streamers. I see him in the popular column all the time, and like one day he's reacting to YouTube videos, the next, like last night I tuned in, he was playing like Lego Harry Potter and he can still draw like 20,000 plus, and that guy can pretty much do like anything he wants, and like thousands of people will still be there for him and get value from that. Yeah. Almost top 10. Can someone in our crew get the W? I hope so. And yeah, for some of my favorite streamers, I will tune in, and it doesn't matter what game they're playing. I come there because I want to hang out, have a conversation with them, and I will get into the game that they're watching sometimes, and sometimes I have zero interest in that. I end up just using it as like a chat room. Let's see, who's it gonna be? Too bad we can't spectate in these particular games, so we'll just count down. Zen F GG. Who's still in? JB, I think. Oh, is it JB Luth? No. JB, you still in this? Who is it? Top 3. CPU got top 3. Man, if a CPU wins, I'm gonna be very salty. Yeah, it seems like the top 2, both of these boards. Oh, you can kind of see on the sides there. Beside the number 80 and number 57. It looks like the one on the right is in worse shape than the one on the left. Yeah, it's looking really bad for the one on the right. G. Alright. What's it gonna be? There it is. iFizz. Congratulations. Round of applause. All right, that is going to do it for me. Thank you so much to everybody. JB, Arja, and Hanny B. Thank you for all the follows, the subs. Pete, everyone that dropped by. Drago, thank you for your support. We will be back on Wednesday playing Pokemon Sword and Shield with Chris and Rachel from Double Jump. Yeah, check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And yeah, follow the advice at the top. I normally don't point to the sign at the back. I usually have that as like a secret message for you guys to figure out. But yeah, please wash your hands, practice social distancing, and we will see you on Wednesday. Later, everybody. Oh, wrong button. There it is. The thank you for watching. And we're out.